Hello. This is random and late and live. I don't know if anyone's going to join me because it's like, what is it, 20 to 12? But we shall see. I've just been sorting out the Raffle stuff. In fact, I was going to do a video about it, but there's still a lot to do. So I thought, well, maybe I could do an update. And then I thought, I'll just do it on this because it's easier. Yeah, basically. And we'll see where we're at. Well, that's if anyone shows up, although I don't really need anyone to show up, to be fair. I can just crack on, as it were, and then anyone who comes in later will catch up, won't they? I've been searching Google and Argos and stuff because I'm so unclued. I need, well, I don't need, I want some, what do I want again? Headphones. I want some headphones, but like noise cancelling ones with a mic and stuff, I think. But I'm not really sure where to go or what to buy. But obviously, some of them are ridiculous, like 200 or 300 quid, which is like, no, not going that far, not that expensive. Hi Steve, I can pop in if you want. I'm just waffling. Hi Val. I'm alright. I'm better today, but a couple of days a bit like meh, as it were. You know how it goes. But as I said, I'm trying to find some headphones, something decent enough that I can use, but not that they're going to break my bank, because it's a bit expensive. No worries, Steve. What with the catties, I like them. Yeah, they're cute, but it's not quite me, is it? I mean, I like cats, but I prefer dogs. So, how are you doing anyway? How's the babies? Hi, Mandy. Yeah, so I thought I'd just randomly come live and waffle at yous rather than waffling to myself. I mean, I weren't really waffling to myself. I was like, you know, it wasn't like just pretendingly talking to myself or anything. But also, I can show you an update on the raffle, what I've been doing as well. I can share that. I was trying to get all the bits together for it, and I was hoping to make a video, but there's still some bits that need sorting, so I'll wait rather than just like go for it, which is usually what I do. Hi Ali, I hope you're good. You're just grabbing 5 minutes peace in the toilet. Yeah, we've all been there. We've all been there. And then they're just not on the door or coming with you or whatever, and you're like, ugh. We've all done that kind of hiding. But there's so many headphones, right? It's so confusing. Why can't I just say, these are the ones you want, Leonie? There you go. You know, these aren't like there's gaming ones, and I mean they're not that expensive, right? And then I was looking at the Logitech ones because I thought, oh well, I've got Logitech camera, so I thought, you know, but then I want something with a bit better quality in terms of microphone, I think. And I think, well, the reason I was looking at the noise cancelling ones was I'm actually going to start another channel. I've briefly spoke about this. I'm really enjoy doing the whole like reaction thing. Like I really enjoy it. So like I thought I'll do my own, right? And I've downloaded the software and got all of that working, but well, I don't even know if the noise cancelling thing would work for me, Steve. It's sorry, I'm just jumping to what you said there. My bed, like my bed, my mattress is like electric, and it makes a shh noise in the background. And I've noticed it sounds really loud in some of the videos, like. And I thought that would cut that out, but I don't know if it will. Because if you record on the screen, it wouldn't record the sound, would it? And then I don't know. Yeah, you right. I'll wait till you get here and I'll stop waffling because I know what I'm talking about. Hi, Dave. I don't know if that's. I know gamers have noise cancelling ones, but is that noise cancelling like so you don't hear the background noise of what's going on around you rather than like, I don't know, like on your mic, for instance? If you were talking on a mic, they wouldn't like it, hear loads of background noise. Or I honestly have no clue. I really don't. I normally ask my brother these things, but you know, I normally just ring him up with like random things, and then you'll go no, yes, no, because I come up with stuff. But yeah. Anyway, how's everybody else been? It says there's 13 people here, but can't see a lot. Oh, and then a few pops in. Hi, Porky. Yeah, I'm better than I was. Hi, Kath. Hi, Babs. Yeah, not bad. I can't sleep. I can't really watch anything. And I've been going around in circles looking on Amazon and eBay and Argos and stuff for headphones and stuff. And then I just thought, and I'd also been sorting out Raffle things. And I've got like a big B&M bag over there with most of the Raffle stuff in. And I've got photographs of them done. What Laura took for us today. But there's still things to do, and it's still how many weeks away? It's about 9 weeks off. But I'd like to get it sorted and out there. I don't know how long to give. Do you think getting it out as soon as possible, or do you think that's too soon before when it's actually going to be drawn? Is like 4 weeks enough, or should I do 6 weeks, or what? I'm not really sure. Let us know what you think anyway. Hi, Martin. Oh, you're getting into bed now, but you're listening. I was going to say, I'll be like night owls for you, Ali, but you'll not have a clue what night owls is, because night owls up here was a radio show. Obviously, it was on late. That's why it was called Night Owls. I'm so logical, me. Brains of Britain. But yeah, I'm just trying to overthinking stuff. Oh, you're in bed with me too. Oh, cool. I'm in bed while he is, because I am literally in bed. I'm literally in bed every time, pretty much. Hello.
Hey, you all right?
Yes, I'm good. Oh, you're sideways. Oh, no, you're not.
Right way up. There we go. This is a late one even for you.
I know.
You know.
I was going to do it earlier, and then I thought, oh, don't be daft, you know what I mean? It's meant to be your first week not actually going live.
How's that going?
That's going well. But like the band's gone to bed, and I'm like bored, and plus, and I've gone down the rabbit hole of looking at blinking noise cancelling headphones and all sorts.
Okay, so go on, just say again why.
So you've seen reaction videos, right? Where people do reaction to songs, comedies, whatever. Right. And I'm obsessed by them a little bit.
Okay.
And I think I would like to do something like that. But also have a second part to it where I have guests on as well, because you know me, I like, you know,
To talk to people.
yeah, I like to talk to people. And they would come on and they would be like probably going through like the music of their life essentially. Um, and then my take on it. It'd still be like it, they'd be saying why they like it. I'll if it's not something I know, I'll sort of give my viewpoint on it, etc. But in the main part, it'll just be like me with the little screen thing in the corner. But I had a go at it. I downloaded some software, OBS, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Got it to work, but the because it plays the thing in the corner, doesn't it? And then you're on the biggest screen bit. Well, that's what it did. Anyway, there's like an echo on the mic, but also because it's a mic that's part of the camera, so I haven't got a separate one.
Yeah.
But also my bed, and I don't know if you can hear it now, but there's like a hush noise to the mattress, and it sounds really loud in that, like, you know what I mean? Like it's more, yeah, it's really picking it up. So I thought maybe noise cancelling things, but then I don't know if that's how they work. It's just working.
I mean, predominantly noise cancelling headphones are for your benefit rather than yours. It's
Right.
really to sort of block out your the background. So, I mean, I started looking into these a while back. I mean, I've always had a bit of a thing for buying headphones, but I started looking into it a while back when I started looking for my autism diagnosis. It was one of the things that sort of come up was about sort of blocking out the background.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Which is whether you just listen to music or whether you just sort of not listen to music, the active headphone, like the active noise cancelling ones, they'll block out your background noise. Do you know what I mean? So they do help, but for that reason, I've gone through quite a few different ones. I have got like I've got the high end Bose ones,
Yeah.
Sony's, which to be fair, they both do exactly the same job. I do like my music, so the sound quality is a lot better on the Bose, but the Sony's quite deep bass.
Yeah.
But when I've spoke to people on the phone using them, they don't seem to notice if I'm outside or not. So they must do some sort of job in that respect, you know, for sort of blocking out on the mic as well. I think the gaming thing might be an idea, because I think they do use similar sort of things with a mic system where it blocks out your background noise.
Right.
But it depends what you're looking at. I mean, Sennheisers are good headphones. I mean, I use the over ear ones, so you know the cut. So
Yeah.
that has a certain amount of blocking out the noise, really.
See, I suppose it's not for me really. It's for
Exactly. Yeah.
so that's not really not what I need. So is it just a better mic that I need then? Because
It might be an idea on the mic situation. Yeah. I just do a bit of research into the mics.
I did that yesterday and just was like so baffled. And then I watched a couple of videos where like they were testing out so many different ones, and like my viewpoint was, yeah, I can still hear him. Yeah, I can still hear him. And he was going, yes, listen to the difference. And I'm going, yeah, I can still hear you. That's fine to me.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely tell the difference between a clear mic and, you know.
Yeah, I know when Nick and Andrew sometimes don't have their other mic on. I can't tell the difference when they put their mic on. You know what I mean? But
I got one of them snowball ones a while back. That's pretty good. But I know you can get slightly better mics. But again, the mics, and you can get them like things that goes over the top.
mm-hmm.
That might be an idea. to have a look at that sort of situation where you've got a better mic.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't want to go down like the really expensive mode because I just like, you know what I mean? And then I understand that I want something decent enough that's not going to like be ridiculous. So like, 200 quid's ridiculous to
Oh
me.
yeah, of course, yeah.
um, but I 50 quid I could do, kind of thing.
Well, the thing
It's
is,
just,
I'm not being funny, but there's a community of people that are all using mics, and
yeah,
it might be worth putting the feelers out and seeing if any of them come back to you with sort of what they got.
yeah. But then it depends. It's the difference of what it's for. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I don't have that much space around this kind of thing because, I've got like a table with my laptop on and too much junk. That's for sure. But um, I was looking at them things with what is it? The arm things.
Yeah.
Because I thought, well, I could probably clip that to the table rather than.
Yeah, but that can hold the mic and I want to say the muffler. It's the wrong word, but that can hold
Yeah.
both. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is that if you were wanting to get sort of a higher end mic, but at a cheaper price, then look at something like CEX.
Yeah.
Because they do have them sort of things in, and you can order them online now. It's about £2.50 for postage, so you can order it from their website, and they'll just ship it out from whichever store they've got it in.
Yeah.
But you might end up getting a better quality mic at the price that you wanted to pay.
See, when it's usually anything that's like technology or whatever, I just immediately revert to my brother.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
But you've got a community around you that
I
constantly do
know.
YouTube.
I know.
I think they probably got
Yeah.
a little bit more experience than maybe your brother has. No disrespect.
Well, for like doing YouTube and stuff, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
For that
yeah, yeah,
particular
yeah.
requirement, but that might be an idea because it's just you might get a slightly better one. Either that, or you just going through reviews online constantly.
Yeah. And
That's
it's
3,000 mics.
yeah. It's also that thing, isn't it? That some people like the what one person likes doesn't necessarily what another person likes. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah, but
also
you go with the
that.
majority, wouldn't you? And you do your
Yeah,
research on that particular one.
yeah, I suppose so.
But you
It's
definitely need
just,
to upgrade your mic if that's the case.
yeah, I think it's just to stop that sort of background noise. Also, there was another thing that I need to do, and I don't know how to do that either. Is like when you put the thing in the screen, it's hard because I don't know the technical words or how you say them. So when you put like my face in the screen bit and you drag it down so it covers the whole screen,
Right.
it's kind of bringing us in too far in, but I don't know how to adjust the thing. And if I try and push it back out, it just means that I don't cover the whole screen. Does that make sense?
You lost me at the first
Yeah,
sentence, really, to be
I
fair
know.
on that one.
I don't even know how to explain.
Right, so let's start again. So you're trying to what?
So when you get the two screens, when you've got the little screen, which is the whatever the video you're watching,
Oh, I see. Yeah,
right, and then you've got the screen
that you're on.
that you're on.
Yeah.
So you have to drag it into that. You can drag it and put it in the screen. So whatever's prominent. So if it's me that's prominent, so I'm like the background, and then there's a little screen in the corner with the video that I'm watching, right? Or you can do it the other way where
So
you're
sharing
small,
screen.
where you're.
It's share screen, isn't it?
I probably
But
anyway.
there's an example. If you were on a website now and you wanted to share that website, you would share screen. That would then put you automatically to the side and put that on the big screen.
No, this is different through like the OBS thing. Oh, maybe I can bring up OBS. Can I?
I don't know. Maybe, to be fair, you know more about this than I do at the minute.
Right. Okay. Wait a minute. I'll see if I can bring it up.
We're only a baby channel. We don't know everything.
No, but you know more technical stuff than me that I have done.
Yeah, but you've been officially on this longer than I have now.
I've been on this land longer than you have, but that doesn't mean anything. Right, hold on. If I can get this to come on. Okay, so right, normally, so I'll move that one. This normally has whatever it is I'm watching on YouTube, and this bit at the back normally has
You.
me. But obviously, because I'm using it, I obviously can't bring it up. So when I do this bit, which is like stretch me right across, like sort of like to fit like that,
Yeah.
it doesn't fit properly. So I'm really zoomed in, and I don't know how to. do you know what I mean now? So like I'm kind of really in the screen. It's just like my head. That's it. That's all you can see. Nothing else. And I'm like, oh. And
Martin's put there's loads of YouTube videos on using OBS.
All right. Oh well, I'll have a look. I mean, this is how I downloaded this by finding the YouTube video thing.
The YouTube tutorials.
Yeah, I used one of them. This lad, he was canny. He was canny. He was. Yeah, but I was trying because he showed it and he dragged it along, but when he did it, his screen just fit in shape and I thought, oh well, maybe he's going on widescreen or some other way of having it, and I don't know how to change it, so I don't know.
I had a phone call off my nana before because I speak to her every night, and she rang me up saying, "How do I text?" I was like, "Oh, what?" I was like, "Nana, I don't know what your phone looks like, love. I've got no chance. You're only about 300 miles away. There's no way I'm pissing around." So why do you want that? She went, "Oh, because I want to text the blooming Soccer Aid or whatever was on."
Oh right, yeah.
No, I don't know how to do it, Nana. Sorry. let her get on with it.
Yeah, I remember my mum when she first got her phone. She sent us a text message and it had no spaces in. Just couldn't work out 2 spaces. And she sent us it, and then she was like, "I'm just chuffed I was able to send a message." So she was just still chuffed, even though I couldn't understand it. It took a while to decipher, but yeah, got there eventually.
Yeah, it's not ideal, bless her. I think she figured I'd know how to do it straight off the bat. I was like, no, not with your phone, Nana. God knows what she's got. Bless her.
Yeah.
Bless her. Yes, you could do with just checking out on YouTube to see what videos are available.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to check, the things with the mics and all that, and then I just gave it. I was like, oh. And then it was like, this one's better for this, and this one's better for that, and it was showing how you use this really expensive one, but don't take notice of this one because this one's really expensive. Well, what are you showing it for? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think for background noise, I think one of them filters is definitely a must.
Yeah, yeah.
I think they do help. And then if you get, like you say, if you get one of those brackets that go to sort of hook onto your desk.
Yeah, if I could get rid of a bit of the background noise and the echo, it'll be fine.
You can't hear much,
Not now, but it's just when I record on it, for some reason it echoes, and I don't know if it's something to do with the speakers compared to where the mic is, because it's recording the screen and recording me. I don't know. I don't understand it enough.
It's not a setting, is it?
Oh, wait a minute. Check in the mixer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Edit advanced audio properties. What sources are set to monitor as well as output? You don't have monitoring on for a device that doesn't need it.
Nice one, Martin.
Well, I don't even know what that means.
It means go into your settings.
Right, just in the computer ones.
Advanced audio properties.
Do I just type that in search?
I'll just type it in the search. And just see what your sources are set to, what sources are set to monitor, as well as output. Check to make sure you don't have monitoring for a device that doesn't need it.
I
Do
don't
the
even
screen
know.
share. Yeah. Oh.
No, because I've just if I. Hi Ella. So if I go mix, do I go mixer? Because when I googled advanced audio settings, it's asking if I want to search a web. Obviously, I don't want to do that.
It can cause the echo, Martin's saying.
Oh, sound mixer options. Is that what?
Can you get it up on the screen?
Uh-huh.
Let's have a look.
Right, wait a minute. Share screen. Right. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? That's good. No, not that. That was off before. What did I do with it? There. God, I haven't even used that in a bit. I don't know where I go from here.
Is there an advanced? I'm just trying to look at it. I'm looking at my phone, which is the wrong thing to do. Device reference.
Everything's just on default, but there's no advanced bit. Manage sound device properties.
What's on manage sound device?
Manage sound device, did you say?
Yeah. Microphone.
Which is part of the camera.
Right,
Which
okay.
just has no option is disable.
Okay. Is there not a microphone on? Is that when you say the camera? Is that a separate webcam?
No, same camera and the webcam. The mic.
She's built into the laptop.
No, this is a Logitech C920.
What I'm saying is that is it a desktop or a laptop?
Oh, it's a laptop.
So does the laptop have a microphone and a?
Yeah, but I don't use them.
Are they disabled?
They're not disabled. They're just not used.
Okay.
Should I disable them, like?
You might want to try seeing if the built-in mic needs disabling. Plus, they say it might cause the echo.
Would that be that one, or is that mine altogether?
At this point, I don't know. I wouldn't want you to
Yeah, no,
disabling it at the minute, but it's something to look into because it might be running both.
See, this is the bit that Oh, advanced sound options.
Okay, go on.
It doesn't let us click there, but it just has advanced app volume.
Was that the one we were just on a second ago?
I don't know.
Click on it.
Yeah, it is.
Let's have a look.
And it's just got like reset to Microsoft recommended defaults. It's HD, not HD, HP laptop. I have no clue.
Oh, right. Streaming.
See if there's out in there.
If you need to
Welcome to Tech Learning. Mixer, advanced audio properties. I don't know where that is.
Click record. What is it just the normal software, just StreamYard, or
say that again?
Where are you getting when are you getting it? Are you using it on? Is it when you're using it on StreamYard or is it OBS?
No, it's OBS.
Yeah, there's literally a fucking video on it.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I will watch that and find out. And if I can. Right, I'll take that back off. Do you remember when Open University put videos on TV late at night? Vaguely. I vaguely do. Where was it again? This is exactly the same.
Okay, so that can you load that OBS up again?
Mm-hmm. Do you want us to share it again? Share screen. Right? Can hear on mute.
Well, I just told you, so if I'm not telling you again.
Damn.
Right, so basically what he's saying is those mixers at the bottom, there should only be one of them that's moving.
Oh.
If there's a list of different devices, you need to make sure that they're disabled. Otherwise, you're going to get the echo. If it's not that, then if you go into the settings on the on that particular OBS stuff, go into, I think it says audio.
All of the devices.
I think you said it was
Under device.
Yeah. Go into.
So this is capturing both.
Here, go ahead.
The desktop.
It's basically it's capturing it from both. Yeah, it's capturing it from the mic on the webcam.
But isn't it meant to do that? But for like, maybe not for me to hear it or something. I don't know.
Right. The other one is go to settings and go to audio under devices on the OBS. So if you go to the top to, is it file or is it settings at the top of that?
All right, at the top of here.
Yeah, I think it's it's further outside. Settings.
Oh. Okay.
Right, and under devices. So audio.
Audio.
Yeah, and then devices. Are they all disabled? Bar one.
No. 2's on default and 4's disabled. So
that's where you've got your echo.
Desktop audio is on default.
Yeah.
Desktop audio 2 is disabled.
Yeah.
Then the mic auxiliary audio is default, and then the other 3 are disabled.
That's where you've got your echo then, because it's using the one on the computer and the one in your webcam.
But if it's meant to be recording the screen with the sound for the song, and it's meant to be recording me, wouldn't it need to? Or is it not?
I'm gonna say no, because he basically said on this video that that's what's causing the issue with the echo. It's basically the actual video is called "How to Fix Echo on OBS Studio Mic and Audio Echo Issue," and it's them two. It's basically saying that the that bit I first mentioned is just, mind you, to be fair, it's exactly the same. It's picking up two devices. So it might be worth having a bit of a play with that.
Yeah.
Have a look at watch the video. Just type in
I will.
how to fix echo in OBS Studio. But that seems to be what's causing the issue.
Disable all of the devices and see if
two things I'm really not clued about, and that's one, technology, and two, driving. Like, just kind of goes on my head.
One by one, and then once you hear the echo again.
But yeah, I'll have a look at that, and then
you see what? Yeah, he says what you can do is you can disable them all, and then just open them up one by one, and when you start hearing the echo, you'll know where it's coming from.
Good idea.
What's that? Oh yeah. But yeah, the first bit, that particular equalizer mixer thing down the bottom, he had all of them each by one. At least that's a relatively easy fix.
Hi, David. God, it has been a long time. He's
Mr. Blobby, bloody hell.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I've got an echo, but I also want a new mic or something. It's a bit complicated. I think Steve's thinking, "Oh God, what I come on here for?" Bless you.
Fucking technical help going on here. not my finest time tonight.
It's more use than me.
I was just watching that Nightingale. I posted on the movie group earlier on this movie, The Nightingale.
All right, he said, "You see the two bars that are moving on OBS. Press the speaker near the audio output capture, and it will stop the echo." But so that'll allow us to record the screen and myself, though. So, like for a reaction video, will that still allow that? Audio output.
I was in a full-blown conversation with you then, Lainey.
You was? On mute?
No. I was talking to you and you just blatantly ignored me.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you, honestly.
You then.
Sorry.
That's what you were doing. Yes, it will record both. There you go.
I apologise. I am really sorry.
You're getting a technical answer, aren't you?
No, honestly, I honestly didn't hear you say anything. I actually thought you were talking to Mr. Blobby.
No, I was saying I was watching that. I posted on the movie chats earlier. I was watching a film called The Nightingale. It's a bit fucking brutal. You've done me a favour. I paused it for the moment. But it's a bit of an hard watch. Yeah, it's a good film, really good film, but it's just it's by the director that did The Babadook, so it's a difficult one to get through.
I started watching F9.
Oh yeah, what did you make of it?
Well, I haven't finished watching it. That's the basis of it. I paused it because somebody rang me, and I still haven't got the rest of it. The beginning of it so far, I'm kind of like, what? I'm a bit like that, isn't it?
I haven't watched it yet. No.
So I mean, I won't give anything away, but like, yeah.
I put little into bed, and I knew Lou was going to go up soon because she's got work in the morning. So I was like, right, I'm going to put this on. I went, you're not going to like it. She went, all right then, night then. Sucked off to bed. I'm trying to watch it while it was quiet.
Yeah.
The moving part is the meter of how loud the volume is. There we go.
To ensure it is not louder than you, we need to balance the sound of yourself to that of the computer sound. Oh, well, maybe I won't even need another mic then.
There you go.
And then again, I'll still have the noise at the background of me, wouldn't I?
Yeah, but if you can get a filter for that, it might be all right.
Yeah.
Or at least some sort of filter on it. I don't know if you can do that.
Probably.
There might be something you can do.
To be fair, I need a filter for me. Can you get them?
I was talking to Steve earlier on because we're talking about when we're going on a live and when he's finishing a live, he's putting a piece of paper above in front of the camera so that he's still trying to get the timing right. And he was saying to me he didn't realise, but there's a bloody cover he can just put across. For God's sake. The things you have to learn. Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, it's a lot to think about when you first do them and that, but then it just becomes second nature a little bit.
Yeah, well, this is it. I mean, I've obviously had to sort of do it on my end. We both got the login sort of thing.
Yeah.
But he's been quite content to sort of try and learn it. So I've got all that to come as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool, and then you before you know it, you're doing more and starting your own channels as well. So you'll have the movie chats between you and your own channels.
I don't know. I think I enjoy doing it with somebody else. It means that if I run out of things to say, somebody else can say it.
It's trying to do that whole, I mean, even now, how many times I've done the Banish bin and I still, I try and say the same thing every time, when I start it and then go through my thing. But you know what I mean? It's just one of them things. And sometimes, obviously, it depends what the other person is, who the other person is as well, and what they might say or do as well. So, yeah.
So what are you up to tomorrow?
I'm going down the park. I
say today.
Well, yeah, today. I had. Well, did I tell you my wheel fell off the wheelchair? It's not funny, Like I'm scared. Honestly, evil.
You weren't going down a hill at the time or anything, were you?
No, thankfully, Christ. That was just freaked me out.
What happened?
Oh, a good question. That is the point. Good question. The things got replaced. The wheels. Hadn't really been out for 3 weeks because I was waiting for the wheels to come, and finally they came and they were fitted and everything. And a week after they were fitted, I thought, oh, I'll go and watch a sunset, even though there was no sun. Yeah. Okay. But I just thought, oh, it'll be different to going out through the day. I'll go out on the night, you know what I mean? So I arranged with the carers and stuff, and everything was sorted. Everything was fine. Went out. I went along the road. Went into the park. Turned one corner. Turned the next corner, and then I hear like this pop noise, and then something fell, and I was like, whoa, and I could feel like a movement, the thing. So I kind of leaned to the side and then the whole thing kind of tipped, and I was like balancing, and then I was trying to like pull myself over that way. So like,
how did you get out of that situation?
Oh, it was a nightmare. I had massive, I get like proper like anxiety panic. Do you know what I mean? And then like I didn't know who to ring, and the thing was I rang my son. I rang my son, who's like the worst person in a crisis. You know what I mean? He's like the worst person. And he went, "Oh, well, did you have to come out at 5 o'clock?" That was his answer. Did you have to come out at 5 o'clock? And he was get like, you know what I mean? And anyway, he So I basically phoned Pillar to Post,
Wow.
and they were like, "Oh well, you'll just have to get your family and friends to help you." And I went, "I've got no wheel on one side of the wheelchair. I'm like trying to balance myself so it doesn't tip over." You know, my son in the meantime rang my daughter, who came to the park with our partner,
Bless
and
you.
she came like with tools. I'm like, I don't know what you think you're doing. But,
like a
honestly,
jack.
yeah. Well, there was that ended up in that situation, but so adult services or social service or wheelchair services or whatever were like, oh well, you just have to get them to, like, you know, that no one can come to you unless you're not, because we're not insured to touch the wheelchair if you were in it and you're not in the house and it's not in your house. And I'm like, what?
I'm surprised
went,
you got hold of them at that time of night.
Yeah, and it was well, it's the emergency call out thing, in it, and it was
They're
back
not
on.
coming out, so I don't know why they fucking bother.
Well, this was what they were saying. We're not insured to come here. So the next thing I knew, like the woman in the thing was ringing ringing the fire brigade, who were like, actually no, it's not like really anything to do with us. And then there was an ambulance coming for us. I'm like, you do realise, like, I'm not ill or anything.
Faking an injury.
You know what I mean? When I'm not ill, I'm like, I'm just stuck, kind of thing. And I says, they're saying like get your friends and family, but I says, like, the wheelchair is solid. I mean, and I'm not light, but that's solid. My daughter took the airlocks off at once and tried to move it, and she managed to turn it round. That's it.
Really?
It's so solid, yeah. It's got like 2 batteries on it. The batteries are like 5 stone each or something. And it's got like airlock things on it. Then it's like metal, you know. Anyway, so I said, even without the wheel issue, if it had just conked out, there's no way anyone could pull us back home. Do you know what I mean? We'd gone down a curb or something. Christ, I'd run them out. Anyway, it was just a right nightmare.
So what happened? How did you get out of that situation?
So basically, the guy who said, because I'd said, well, look, they came out a week ago to put these wheels on. So obviously they haven't put the wheels on correctly because it shouldn't have come off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, they're liable now.
Yeah. So the guy, who was really nice, who actually came out, he kept ringing us back and was saying, look, I'll have to get clearance because we're not insured to be able to do this, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, he eventually got clearance. He came. He had 4 bits of 2B4 or something, a jack, a box, and my daughter pulling the wheelchair over one side whilst her girlfriend he was underneath it, keeping all of the bad now what he was keeping all of, and our girlfriend was pushing the wheel back on because it had to go on a certain way. It's like grooves in it or something. And then he was whacking it with a piece of 2x4 from what I could see, and then eventually it was on, and then like.
Did you just drive off into the sunset then?
Oh, honestly, it was ridiculous. Like, it was absolutely ridiculous. It was like 2.5 hours I was stuck there for.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and ever since then, it's really affected my confidence in it. So I've literally been round the doors. And I mean, the guy, he like tightened all of the wheels up, and he says he's glued it in, he's tightened it in, and then he hammered over the top of it so it couldn't come off. He says, I don't know how they're going to get it off when it needs changing, but he says, definitely not going to come off now. But I still have, like, you know, a bit of fear.
It's normal, but you just need to keep
And I need to fight it. Well, I went out the next day. I thought, right, I'm just going to go out. You know what I mean? I'm just going to go out and it'll be fine.
I'm sorry, Kathy. I know it's just that the vision, I've got visions of something out of like a
enough of it,
Carry On film or something.
You have to, but it has so affected your confidence. Really has.
Oh no, you just got to keep going. I hope
not. She's saying it's the CCTV footage. I got it. I hope not.
Oh my lord.
The guy was like, when he was coming over, he's saying, "Oh, we're having a picnic," and I was like,
It's just
Well, I would have known if I was going to be. I would have if I'd known I
you
was
trying
going to
to
be.
counterbalance the weight.
Oh yeah. He was just messing about. And then when I asked him if he tightened the other screws in, because I said I don't trust them now, and he went, "Didn't want much here, do you? Showers like this, told Laura. She's getting showers like this. Fussy and that." No,
Yeah,
it's
but
just, it was
they
just.
fitted the wheels, and they obviously didn't do it right.
I know exactly. So I made a complaint, and then we'll get like, honestly, it was so like, you know, when someone's really arse looking, it was like, "Are you injured? And are you like this?" And
Yeah.
like, it was so cringy. And then she was get like the guy who came out here, he wants to speak to you, and he said, because he took photographs and done a report
Yeah.
to be sent away or whatever. But like he phoned up and he was get like, "Look, we'll come out and check it whenever you want. If you know feeling like worried about it, we'll come and check it," kind
But
of
you
thing.
know exactly. But you know full well that had they not fitted them wheels the couple of weeks before, you'd have still been sat there now.
Well, a week ago, literally a week ago. So
Yeah, you'd have still been sat there now. It's because of the fact that they've done something to it, and then that's happened almost straight away. That they've.
Like, I was
jumped
saying, I think I was to Lex actually, and I says, "I know this sounds really daft, but if I knew that when she put the wheel on that she didn't put the screw in, and that's why it's come off," I says, "I'd feel better." I know that sounds daft.
Yeah,
Because
I'm not saying.
Because he's doing it. Yeah, but then yeah, exactly. Whereas like now, because we couldn't find any screw or the cap from over the top of it or anything like that. So whether they were put on, because I never really paid enough attention at the time, like because I didn't really think I needed to. Essentially.
How far had you got?
About 10 minutes away.
Oh, okay. Not long then.
Not far, luckily. And the thing was, is I debated about going. I thought, oh, I'll go to Tesco first and get I wanted some fluffy socks. I don't know why. Anyway, I debated about going to Tesco first, and then, but then I'm really pleased I didn't, because that was up a bank and down a bank, and then across a road. So I was like, and I think if I'd have been on the bank and the wheel had gone, it would have been like so much more of a nightmare, to be honest.
Oh God, yeah. Like I say, he's made sure it's not coming off though now, Lainey.
Yeah, he said he has, but the thing was, it's like I had. It's kind of sound daft as well, right? I always had visions that the airlocks would go, or it'll just conk out in the middle of a road, or and I used to be able to just bat them thoughts away, because I'd just be like, "Don't be stupid, it'll not happen." Do you know what I mean? And there was like there was like, when you come, there's this bank that I come down, and it's that bank, and I remember I was saying to Lex, I think it was, that I'd planned out where I was going to crash if the airlocks went. No, like I'm being ahead of myself. How ridiculous!
Yeah, overthinking.
Yeah, like, and now I feel like I'm thinking about it too much. Whereas, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I say, you've just got to.
Because like there wasn't really anyone around. There was, I think I saw two people. Seen this woman come round, and like I just panicked for a second, because I couldn't see if the wheel had gone. I just felt like that's what had happened. Then I kind of thought, what if I'm stuck in a hole and I didn't realise? I know that sounds weird.
It's not that. It's just that vision of the wheel just going past you, and
Yeah.
you're traveling along, and this wheel's going further and further away.
It did that spin thing, you know, that spin thing where it like goes round and round and then drops, and it did that a little bit. And I couldn't see it, so everything happened like it was behind us, so I couldn't see. And I had my bloody camera, whereas like if I'd used my brain, obviously it wasn't like, you know, panic. But when I used my brain, I could have like put the camera on, recorded behind the wheelchair, just because I had like the Gorilla Pod thing.
Yeah.
And then had a look, but I wasn't thinking straight, obviously. And then I kind of thought, oh, I'll, you know.
That is mental.
Yeah, it's just been mad. And this woman come around the corner with her dog, and she was get like smiling. The dogs get excited, and then I went, excuse me, has my wheel fell off? And I kind of knew it had, but then I thought, what if I'm like bringing people here, and they get here and they go, no, you're just stuck in a hole, learning. So I was just like, yeah. Oh God. Anyway, yeah, it's all good. You just got to laugh about these things, haven't you?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying to you. You know, it was obviously traumatic to you when you went through
Yeah, it was, but I need to get past it. So tomorrow I've like set myself that I'm gonna go to Roker Park, which is like
don't plan to go at 5 o'clock at night. Go during
no.
the day when people are around.
Well, no, but the thing is like I don't usually go out at that time, and the thing is I've got plans of doing it. I've got plans of redoing what I was gonna do on Wednesday, I think, or maybe Monday, depends, because the weather. It was supposed to get a few days of nice weather,
Yeah.
so I should get a sunset this time. So I'm gonna repeat what I did, but hopefully not the bit of the wheel falling off. That would be good. Wouldn't be good, I should say.
Sure.
Hi, Chris. Ian the Haydens.
Hey?
Bloody hell, what's going on here? He says.
Bloody hell! What's he doing up this late?
I know. Hi, Richard. Nice.
Okay.
He's just messing about at Kath, and I'm just laughing.
Yeah, Cat's grilling me here.
Yeah, it was. Hi, Pat. Yeah, it was just a bit of banter. You gotta laugh at these things. I know, like I said yesterday. To be honest, for a few days I haven't been laughing really, but not so much just at that. But I think that there's just been other stuff going on. Do you know? And like you're like, ugh, it's just a bit of
Oh, bless you,
annoying. Oh, I hope you're all right, Pat. She's saying she fell and hurt her arm and knee. If you need to get checked over or anything, if you've got some painkillers. Paul says, I used to work in an assisted living building that went round in a circle. I said, give me a go of your scooter. I was gone that long, the owner went home. Oh, your wheels fell off as well. What, when you were out in your mobility scooter, Kat?
Oh, loving it, Kath. Kathy, yeah.
Oh, sending hugs to you, Pat.
Yeah, definitely. Hope you and Richard
And
are.
to you, Richard.
My gosh, it's bloody late.
I know. But yeah, there's so many people still awake.
Well, this is it. I was going to have an early night last night, and then I just started watching Andrew for a bit. Next thing I know, it's 1:30 in the morning.
I know. I like this time of the night though. I always find it like I did it when they were young because David's ADHD and sometimes he just wouldn't sleep. Like he was a nightmare.
I told you Leo didn't go to bed till about 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then he's up at 6.
Yeah. But he sometimes he'd be like his eyeballs would be touching his knees and he'd be like still not able to go to sleep, and it used to drive me insane. So like when he eventually did fall asleep, and obviously as he got older that got later and later and later.
Yeah.
And I would just like a couple hours a piece, with the silence and stuff.
Yeah, I get that. It is nice, to be fair.
Yeah, and do you mean you hurt your head, Kath? No, from my head. What did I miss? Did I miss a bit? Oh, your wheels fell off from your head. Did you mean that? I don't know. I think they followed my marbles. Right, I think you did.
There you go.
A few years back, my mum moved house and went to the shop for some wine to toast the new house. Fell on the way to get the wine and broke her wrist.
Oh,
Ouch.
God.
Richard's been finishing up his gin and then he's off to bed as he's up early.
Oh, bless. A ritual every night of getting the crap off my iPad where he's been touching it with food all day.
Oh,
Just so I can sit in bed and watch it. Bless him. He refused to have a wander around town today without going to Morrison's and getting some chicken nuggets first. Literally, he might have been a sit-down protest at one point.
it's hard to explain, isn't it? Like,
100%. This just looks like a kid that's not behaving, doesn't it? I don't mind getting him it. It's just he literally walks around the shops with a blooming chicken nuggets in his hand.
yeah, I think it's that sort of thing, isn't it? Because there's no way to explain it that you need to wait because they don't understand the need to wait.
Yeah, he's all right. Once he gets back in, I'd say once he gets into a school, we should have a bit of time to ourselves. Then
Yeah,
he'll be more knackered when he gets home from school. He burns off so much more energy.
yeah.
At the minute, he's just burning mine.
No, I was saying to my brother that I was going to take my nephew out because he was demented the other week, and like they've been tested. Like he's 10, and they've been like doing. They said that he's definitely on the spectrum, but they're not giving him any sort of diagnosis. And
What,
it's
10?
the same. He's 10.
Yeah,
He's
not given him diagnosis.
I don't know. The last time they looked into it,
Yeah.
He's got no friends like at school. That sounds awful.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He's got no friends at school. He doesn't understand if they hurt himself or anything.
Yeah.
He's got no social cues. And my brother was like, he's lovely. Like he's lovely. He's and the teacher, he goes into school and he goes and like he'll say, I don't know his name of his teacher, but we'll just go Mr.
Smith.
Or whatever. So he'll be like, good afternoon, Mr. Richardson. How have you been? Have you had a good weekend? Did you go out anywhere lovely? And he'll speak to the teacher like that.
Probably the same questions every time.
Yeah, exactly. And so like this teacher was like, oh no, he's a lovely boy, and I'm like,
yeah, they're not looking right, are they?
Yeah, and he was like, but I mean, my brother's got like. He goes, yes, he asks me every morning how I am and what I've been up to and if I've had a good evening and blah, blah, blah. And my brother says, and how many other 10-year-olds do that? And he went, and how many other 10-year-olds have ever done that? And he went, well.
Yeah. Exactly. So is it the support of the school they're not supporting him?
The school's not very supportive. He did some sort of like testing that was over the internet.
Yeah.
Where they watched him play or something for like 5 minutes. My brother was like, you don't get to see how you could have 3 bowls the same, with 3 spoons the same, with 3 things in them the same, and he'll have a meltdown if he didn't want that bowl.
Yep. That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
My eldest, I think he was 11 when he got diagnosed. But again, that. The thing is that he excelled in a lot of subjects. He's high functioning.
Yeah.
His social skills were zero. And then he started slipping behind on a couple of things. But there was a teacher that had just started, sort of fresh off the boat, trained, and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
That started, and he got him, and he was the one that sort of brought it up and was like, "I think you might want to look into this," because we didn't have a lot. We just knew he was really socially awkward.
Yeah.
At that point, because he was the one that sort of triggered everything, really. With myself and obviously my youngest and my wife, and because it was him that sort of we found out about autism. But yeah, but the problem is that without that support in place, when he goes to high school, he's going to really struggle because they won't be able to give him any extra support without that diagnosis and the other stuff in place.
Well, my sister, because my nephew's 20 now, but he was diagnosed when he was 4.
Yeah.
I think. And at first he was in mainstream school.
Yeah.
But he was basically doing his own thing in the middle of the school with an extra helper. That was the basis of it. And one day she'd gone in to drop them off, and he'd walked out of school on the morning.
At 4 years old.
At 4 years old. Luckily, someone had spotted him that knew my sister.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, and that was it. My sister wouldn't send him back into the mainstream. She wouldn't. She refused. We had to have like an education. Is it a statement of educational needs?
Yeah.
And anyway, eventually went into a
special school.
Special school for autism. Yeah, and he excelled in there absolutely. And now he's in college. You know what I mean?
This is what we're hoping with Leo, really, because it's unusual for them to diagnose a child under the age of 5. They don't usually do it.
Yeah.
It's only if it's sort of extreme cases where they could definitively tell. But Leo got diagnosed, I think he was 2. So we had everything, provision-wise, we've had everything in place for years, especially now he's 6. But he, as soon as with this mainstream school that he went into, the second they got a new headmistress, none of it was enough for her. So he's systematically been forced out of the school, for want of a better word.
Yeah.
So now we're just waiting for the caseworker to get him into a SEND school. So hopefully, I'm hoping that gets sorted relatively quickly, because he should have been back in school, I think, this week.
Yeah. It'll be better for him, and it's a smaller group of people, and you know, obviously.
But they do it in a way that the way that they offer you schools, and they start off further away, and you basically keep turning them down until they get closer. I think the first one we got offered was Leeds, which is the other side of the country, and then we got offered Manchester, which would have been nice, but I don't live there anymore. And it's just got gradually closer, but they're in no major rush.
Yeah. Luckily, we have one here. Well, it's like 20 minutes away, so that was good.
I think we've got 3, but they're it's not vacancies is the wrong word. It's basically whether or not they've got a place for him.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, each year. Plus, they've pulled him out of a mainstream school, and a lot of these schools don't take on until they're 7, which he's only 6.5. So they're trying to get it so that they can take him in 6 months earlier. Hold on. But yeah, it's not ideal. But he needs to definitely needs to get somebody in. Hey, Ian.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. You?
Not bad at all. To be honest, I went onto YouTube just to play a bit of music while I was doing what I was doing, and I realised there's this woman in Sunderland that was live.
Mate,
And
it
has
shocked
been-
me as well.
Has been for quite some time.
It was just a random.
Yeah, sorry, you had to explain yourself. It was just a surprise to see you on, that was all.
She's just sporadic, you know.
I am.
Living life on the edge.
I am.
I don't care what Stephen says about you. I think you're lovely. I told you that before.
You know.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
Hi, Louis, by the way.
Oh, is Louis in as well, is he?
He's in the chat.
Oh, is it? Oh, right, okay. Right.
Oh, hey guys.
Hi, Richard. Hi, Jasmine. Jasmine, long time no see. By God, I thought you won the lottery and left us all. I mean, not that I blame you, to be fair. I mean, you know, if I won the lottery, I think I'd leave some of the people behind.
She had twin babies.
She had twin babies. Oh, was she
Yeah.
expecting it, or was it a surprise?
Well, I would hope she was expecting it.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Ian, how the fuck have you? Sorry, how have you got so much energy?
Energy.
Probably because he's been to sleep today, and this is his wake time.
Yeah.
No, I've not had a kid today. Actually, I've been out.
Oh,
I've had some friends who live in where did they live, Lenny?
Scotland.
Milton Keynes, that was it. And they've been to Scotland on holiday. They called to Scarborough on the way back to visit some relatives, and they called in to see me. I mean, you know, why wouldn't you call in to see me? You know,
Of course, definitely.
And yeah, we went into Home Firth and we had tea and cake because, you know, it'd be rude not to. Yorkshire tea, obviously. And and we went to Compose Cafe, which they loved. And yeah, and they left about tea time, and they went. I carried on and went into town and got a new phone lead for my phone because my phone lead died.
Yeah.
You know, you get to that stage where you're trying to wiggle it to get some sort of power into it.
Yes.
Sounds wrong now, I said it loud on the internet, but anyway, let's move on. And yeah, move on. Yeah, had a bit of tea and packed a couple of bits and sold the jumper that I've had since, I don't know, since Lainey was a girl. But it feels like it anyway.
About 5 years ago then.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. I'm going to make the calculator around there somewhere. I think my maths was going to make it wrong. And
old here. You are?
I'm still using abacus here. Yeah, it's about it really. It's about me.
Wow.
Just, yeah, it's been a fairly busy day, but a very quiet week, to be honest. But
that's not too bad.
So, yeah. Kept on trying to rain today. I don't know what it was doing near you, but kept on trying to rain. Didn't actually make it. But
yeah, same here. It looks miserable all day.
Yeah.
Apparently, this heat wave's supposed to start at some point tomorrow. I thought on Monday.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's one of them, and I had this conversation with Lainey that I like the heat. I mean, when I was younger, it didn't matter, you know, it didn't bother me. As I got older, I get less and less tolerant of it, and it's not so bad if, you know, if I can sleep at night. Not that I do a great deal of that anyway, but if I can sleep at night and it's not too bad, I've got this. I bought an air conditioner, you know, like Conrad. Yeah, similar to that, right? And I'm not kidding you. I ordered it, and the email went to say it was back ordered and it'd be with me. They send it on. By the time I got it, the heat wave had stopped. I've not had anything since. So I'm hoping that we might get a week of sunshine so I can use it. I can justify the $29.99 that it cost me to get it. Otherwise, you know.
When I was speaking of heat, right? When I was younger, my mum and dad's got a bungalow which has got an extension on. Anyway, they got this extension done so that me and my brother could have a room of our own upstairs.
Right.
And we'd said to him, look, literally every single.
Sorry to interrupt. You just said they've got a bungalow and they wanted room upstairs.
Right. So basically, yeah. So they bought a bungalow, right? When I was younger, and me and my brother shared a room. So they had a room downstairs. We had a room downstairs. And then as we got a bit bigger, a bit older, my mum and dad got an extension on it.
They
So
stuck
that me and my brother had a room
And
of our own.
oh, right. Like is it dormer bungalows they call it? Is that
Yeah,
right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. Right, okay. With it now.
every single summer, I don't know whether it was the insulation or what, every single summer,
Yeah.
it was unbearable in these rooms. But my mum and dad still slept downstairs, so they were like, "Oh, just open your window, open your window." Like it's ridiculously hot, right? Anyway, the second obviously me and my brother moved out, and obviously went our own ways. My mum and dad moved upstairs, and we've not heard the end of it since. Literally every single summer, they're like, "We can't sleep upstairs; it's far too warm." Blah blah blah. Like we did it for years, and just got told, "Just open your window." They must have about 4 fans in the bedroom. Honestly, it was just so funny because I mean it was so unbearably hot, and I don't know if it's the insulation or what that they put in, but it just reminded me of that. That's I don't like hot weather at all. I don't like hot weather. I'd much prefer it cold.
The worst time I've ever experienced it was I'd have been about early 20s thereabouts, and we'd gone on a narrowboat. A friend had a narrowboat, like a youth group one.
Yes, yeah.
But it was like just adults on it. We'd gone on a bit of a. The boat used to break down outside pubs. I'm not quite sure why it was, but anyway.
Yeah, I know them sort of. We went
yeah.
Like that.
Anyway, and if you ever get a chance, it's the best named pub I've ever been in. If you search it, it's a pub called the Romping Donkey. It's in Cheshire somewhere. It's the best named pub I've ever been in. Anyway, it wasn't as as bizarre. It's a lovely place. It wasn't bizarre as it sounds. But anyway, we stopped on this narrowboat, and there was a heat wave this week, and there's nothing like being in a 70-foot metal boat.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that was fun. And one of my dear friends who I think had had a dodgy lemonade or 3.
Dodgy lemonade, yeah, I bet they had.
Yeah. He decided it'd be a good idea to lie down on the roof while he got in, chilled out and read a book and all the rest of it. Fell asleep on the top, and we ended up taking him to hospital in the ambulance. It literally just baked on there. Of course, we were all too inebriated to.
I can imagine how supportive if you all were about it.
Yeah, to be fair, we were at the time. I mean, we took the mick for weeks and weeks and weeks after. That's actually where the I'm not going to mention any names here, but it's where the glowworm thing started with him. But yeah. I mean, as much as we joke about it, it could have been a lot more serious,
But he deserved a ribbon after that.
Oh God, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Ian went through the roof of his boss's car.
Sorry.
We didn't. How can I put it? We didn't see at the time. We didn't see eye to eye. And ironically,
go through the roof of his car.
Well, I know this isn't. I know there's a theme sort of running here at the minute, but I know it's hard to imagine. But I'd had a couple of lemonades, right?
Oh yeah, them dodgy ones.
Lemonades, yeah. I think it was cloudy lemonade from memory. But anyway,
cloudy lemonade.
Yeah, you gotta watch that cloudy lemonade, especially with ice in it. Anyway,
yeah.
And, I saw his car, and we'd had a bit of a fallout in the week, and I'd seen my backside really. Anyway, I decided it'd be a good idea that I was going to jump on his roof and cause him some damage, which was a good plan. Apart from the fact he had a glass sunroof.
Oh no!
That's more or less what I said. Well, that was the general gist of what I said. Anyway, to cut to the chase, we actually ended up having the fire brigade called out because the way I'd gone through the sunroof, and I apologise if anybody's squeamish, but the piece of glass had come up into my leg, and they couldn't move me either way. Otherwise, it could have done more damage to my leg than it was.
Right. So as they were physically cutting you out of this car.
Yeah, and my boss was stood watching, pissing himself. Yeah, doing the dying fly, laughing at me. What
sort of excuse were you using?
I don't actually remember that at the time. I think it was a mixture of the painkillers they were giving me, the cloudy lemonade that I'd had and a bit of hysteria was like, you know, again, I didn't live that down for some time after.
I'm sure he was really appreciative.
Right, Richard.
Just to say, we actually became really good friends years after.
Because you still owed him the money for the roof.
Yeah. I'm godparents to 2 of his kids, so you know, I think we got on a bit better after that. But yeah, he does occasionally bring it up. You know, I've had all the jokes.
Used as an example of what not to do.
Yeah. Oh, I've had all the jokes. You know, Ian was the only one to drive a C-section Orion. It was an Orion car. You know, I was coming out the sunroof. You know, yeah, which shows how long ago it was because it's an Orion. But yeah.
Oh, I love the Orion car.
Yeah, but
yeah, that's terrible, mate.
Yeah.
Didn't you come through a roof as well, Ian?
Yeah. When I was a kid, fell through a conservatory roof through a glass table. I'm a lucky person, really, when you wake up. Anyway, I wasn't drunk then. I was only 10 or 11. Pardon?
You have a habit of standing on glass.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Well, the funny, well, not funny, but you know, bear with me. The funny part of that story was that I fell through the glass roof of the conservatory, fell through the glass table with only a few scratches. The following, it's like a few, I'm not sure what timescale day-wise it was, but a few days after, we'll say, was around with the same friends, you know, really apologetic to the parents, and, you know, and they were fine about it. It was, you know, I think they were more worried about me than they were about, you know, whatever had gone on. Walked out to the front of my friends and slipped off probably a 4 or 5 inch curb and broke my ankle in 2 places. I had 2 pins. You know, fell through a conservatory roof. You know, found no problems. A couple of scratches. Fell off a 4 to 5 inch curb and 2 pins in my ankle. Yeah. I think it'd have been a crap stuntman, really. I think that definitely wasn't going to be an option, really. I think I watched too much of The Fall Guy. I think that was the issue.
Mate, I think I lost count of how many times I fell out of trees and stuff.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what I learned quickly as well. What I learned quickly, particularly with grandparents, you know, I don't know if it's the same for you, but my gran and granddad were pretty old school, you know, because even though they're grandparents, but you know, you'd fall out of a tree, you know, and your nan would sit you, and she had like a big island in the kitchen, and she'd sit you on it, you know, and you get, you know, and she'd make it better and all the rest, and you just think, oh, you know, and then you get a clip round the ear. Yeah, she'd lift you down the side, they'd clip you round the ear. So then you go outside, and then your mum would come and pick you up. So then your gran would tell your mum what you'd done. So then your mum would give you a clip round the ear. And then you go home that night, and your mum would tell your dad what you'd done, and then you get a clip off it. I'm thinking, I'm not going in anymore. I'm just going to fall my soul away. I soon learned that, let me tell you. Oh, my God. But yeah, like you say, I mean, I know it's different times now, but, you know, we were out at 8 o'clock in the morning, came back when it was getting dark, or your mum shouted you for tea, you know what I mean?
The street lights came on.
Yeah. Oh, go on, mum, just 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
You know, all that sort of thing.
We had like this field behind us which had some hills on, and I remember me and my brother were pissing about with a sledge because I think it just snowed, and we went down this hill, and literally this hill was probably about 7 foot. That was about it. But directly at the bottom of this hill was one of our neighbours' fencing, and we went literally straight through it. Mm-hmm. Now these had some rather nasty dogs. They always scared the shit out of us with these dogs. And I just remember me and my brother just absolutely pegging it, like proper cacking it, because we'd literally gone. We took the bottom of the fencing. Didn't expect to go as fast as we did, I think.
Yeah.
But you know, with so many scrapes and stuff, where we should have ended up in bloody hospital.
You don't realise, Ian, and I think how can I put this? I think because if some of the kids now did some of the stuff we did, I don't think they would cope with it as well because it's less of the norm. Whereas when we were that age, you know, I mean, I don't know how old you are, Stephen, but you know, it was pretty much you got on with it, really, you know, and you didn't tell your parents half of it, you know, falling in streams and you know, going on the railway tracks and all that sort of stuff, you know.
No.
You know, and half of it my dad would have knocked me around the house for. But anyway, that's the story. But yeah.
The thing is, like you say, you were out all day, weren't you?
Yeah.
It was literally like
Yeah.
You were either in or out. You were either in or you're out.
Yeah, one of the either you get somewhere out, or one of the parents would feed you somewhere along the line.
Yes,
so
from somebody's house.
So and so's.
We had to be back for meal times if it was like weekend or whatever.
Yeah,
we had to go back for meal times.
The only time we had to be back was Sunday lunch. Was always 2:00. Because my dad had come back from the pub then, we'd have Sunday lunch, and that was, we could go out after Sunday lunch, because my dad generally wanted to go to sleep in front of the chair,
Yeah.
In front of the fire even, and all that. But
he just sat behind the chair.
Sat behind the chair, and naughty corner. Yeah, and then you fall asleep and you sneak in and turn the telly over and you're like, I'm watching that. And you think,
my dad did that too. And you're like, you were asleep. No, I wasn't.
Yeah. And you felt like saying no, you weren't. But if if you didn't, you got a crack for it. Yeah. Yeah. But
I don't know. Right, guys, I'm gonna leave you to it because my phone's dying. So
no problem. I've just got one question before you go. And I know this may seem like an obvious question, but obviously your name's Stephen. Why call yourself Oliver Ian? I mean, it's a good choice of names because, as you know, I'm Ian Oliver. But,
Right. So when I first set up my YouTube years and years ago.
Yeah, before your OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, before my OnlyFans. Well, I couldn't get a name with my name on it that I wanted, but this is my son's name.
Oh, right, okay.
So obviously at the time he weren't claiming it. He was about 2. But Oliver Ian is his first and middle name.
Oh, right, okay.
You see, so I set it up as that, and obviously nobody else in the world had Oliver Ian that I knew. So that's why it ended up being that.
Fair enough.
And then I just never changed it.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's funny when I first started to see you in, I think, Chris and Bell's chat.
Yeah.
It always used to make me giggle. Not giggle, but
she kept calling me Olivia Ian.
Oh yeah.
What was it? Yeah. It was like she used it as all one name.
Yeah. Oliverian.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Yeah, like I say, it's just that's all it is. I've just never got around to changing it. But
it's easy enough to change, isn't it? I think you can.
It is, lady. But the thing is that
everybody knows you.
Everybody else in it.
Yeah.
Then what are you going to be, little Steve?
Fuck off.
I think he meant no. I think that's yeah.
No, it's just because that's what they're saying, little Steve and Big Steve.
Yeah. I know. Don't start picking on us blues.
Oh, excuse me, he just laughed his head off at me.
Mate, I
sat
there for an hour earlier and watched a YouTube video of the statues being made.
All right, yeah.
To be fair, it's it is quite quality. They were made in Philadelphia. But yeah, I watched that, and then I watched the documentary they brought out a couple of weeks back on YouTube. It was on City Plus, but then they've launched it on YouTube now as well. So nice. I've had my day of watching City related stuff.
All right. Good man.
All right, guys. Well, good night anyway.
All right, buddy. Take care. See you soon, mate.
Bye.
Bye. And then there was 2.
So let me have a look at chat. Hello, chat.
Jasmine says that her grandpa put peroxide on her Grace's knees like they did in the army. It was worse than cuts, fond memories. I remember having bad back and my mum pasting what was it called again? It's like deep heat, but it was a different name of deep heat. And she literally pasted it on like she was painting a wall. Slap it all on. Because your mum was very much a sort of like the more the better type of thing. Like if like my dad used to go mad because she would swig cough medicine. She wouldn't just like measure it out. She would just take a swig, and that would work. That's not familiar, B and B. It could have been that. I know it wasn't deep heat, but it was a similar product anyway. But yeah.
Hi, Kath. Hi, I've already said hello to Jasmine, and I'm not sure if I said congratulations and all that to Jasmine, but congratulations anyway.
They're nearly a year old.
Blimey.
I know, time flies.
Time flies and having fun.
Hiding in the toilet away from babies, that's what she's been doing.
Oh, you know.
We've all been there.
Evil Ian Stuntman. I'm not quite sure about that. Hiya, Chop Chop. Mr. Knight's Life.
I think he's gone to bed.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Missed him.
Missed it. Actually, what I was doing, right, I was sorting out the things for the raffle.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I put some of them, I was going to show them on here anyway. I meant to do it like when I first came on, when there was more people about, but I think what I'll do is I'll find that and share it. I'm not, I haven't like released the details yet as such, you know, where to make payment and all that malarkey.
What have you not released?
The details.
Okay.
You're just taking the mick out of my accent.
No.
Yeah. The details.
Details.
The details. What do you say? No, I don't know how you say it anymore.
I'm not. Dumma. Can I just point out to Jasmine, incidentally, you're not allowed to sell children on eBay, apparently. Just in case she was tempted. I'm sure there's been a few times in the last 12 months that she considered it, but yeah.
Details? The details. Anyway.
Details.
The details.
Yeah.
The way you say it doesn't sound like it when I say it to me.
Yeah. Well, you know.
I know. Anyway, where are the Saturday Night Girls, Lenny? Not sure. Well, actually, Sharon is. What is Sharon?
She's Ginger.
Yeah, Ginger.
No, I did speak to her earlier.
Yeah, she's having a movie night with the other half. Sadly, Susan lost a cat.
Yeah.
Fiona, bless her, and
the other girl's still on holiday, isn't he?
Who's the other girl?
Nick.
Oh yeah, he came back today.
Oh, did he come back today? Did he?
Yeah.
Girl as in Spice Girl. That was I was heading.
Is that what it is?
We can do a direct sale.
What you buying? What you selling?
She's selling the kids when they annoy her.
Oh, right.
Just, not for long term, you know, just a bit of peace and quiet, you know, like I'll have a long weekend where she can just, you know, have a long smoke in the bath and
yeah, we've all with that now and then.
Yeah, catch up on all the jobs she needs to and all that sort of thing, you know.
I will do, Kath.
Can I just say this channel does not condone the sale of babies on eBay?
No, obviously. Or any other platform.
Oh, I don't know about that, but
what, Amazon's all right, is it?
Yeah, Amazon's all right, yeah. Yeah. Any complaints, please address them to Lainey or Sarah Wardle.
Just blaming Sarah.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I'm not going to blame myself, am I? You know.
There's that. Right. Before we go any further, I'm going to show these things because then I can just put them away.
What, in front of these people?
Yes.
Oh.
But, you know. Right. Anyway, well, apparently there's 26 people here. So we'll just show, shall we?
Yeah, but 13 of them are asleep.
Yeah, true. Those is 27 now. Amazon take returns those Stig. Yeah, they do. That's a problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah. Well, you can buy a returns palette.
can you imagine the Can you imagine the comments on that? The reviews.
Reason for return. Yeah.
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 All right.
Sorry, go on.
So, as some of you are aware and some of you aren't, I'm doing a raffle as part of the reseller YouTube charity thing. And I really need to get that down to like sort of 90s. It's a 90s YouTube reseller festival plus. Because there's the calendars side of it. There's loads of bits to it, isn't there? So it's a bit of a thing. Anyway, are you still there?
Yeah, I was. To be honest, I was just reading some of the comments in the chat.
Hi, Neil. Mm-hmm.
The first one being Neil saying, "Good evening, you beauties," which obviously he's talking to me. You know, Sarah Wardle apparently is an innocent bystander. Yeah, well, anyway, moving on. Gonna move on before she hits me with a spanner, apparently. And Kath wants a drum roll.
Yeah, there'll be dancing, Neil.
Dancing.
There'll be dancing.
For dancing.
So it'll be. Wait a minute, I'm going to bring that up there because my brain isn't mush. So it'll kind of be this week, so the 25th to the 31st of October. It was just going to be the weekend, but I've joined teams. It sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? I've joined forces with Nick and Andrea, who are also going to who wanted to do something, and it's all going to be in aid of Mind. So on the Tuesday, on the 26th, there'll be the Banish Bin where I'm actually in the hot seat, as it were. And on the Thursday, I know that Movie Chats are going to do a 90s themed movie chat, and I think they may be like dressing 90s themed as well. And I may be doing a quiz for that, but we'll see. And then there'll also be the raffle. There'll be an auction. There'll be Lainey interviews the Spice Girls. There'll be an alternative music DJ set from Lex like last year, which was epic. There'll be other things as well, and anyone else who wants to join in on their channel on their certain days or whatever. There'll be Run Reseller Run as well. There'll be a Guess the Year, the music version that we've done a couple of times. So all of this is just to raise funds for Mind. There'll also be me flogging calendars still till they've all gone. And so far I've got like quite a few prizes within the raffle. However, a couple of these will go into the auction, I think. So I think what I'll probably do is I'll probably auction Peter Rabbit, which the lovely Dodo made. It's epic. Like, I mean, that's how I don't like. I'm not very good like with sort of knitting and crochet and all that sort of thing. But
me neither.
That is so good. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean. So she made this herself, obviously, and then donated it to me for the raffle. So yeah, so I think he'll go to the auction, and I think that Dodo's husband Davy, who is also equally talented, has made this bowl, which is described as a cherry bowl. It's made out of sycamore. And obviously it's, completely made by hand. It's absolutely beautiful. And these pictures don't do it justice, but yeah. And the same with the Peter Rabbit, the pictures. What I will do with this when I do launch it, I'll try and have as many of the things beside us that I can show on camera next to us. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm going to plan on doing. But then obviously when I'm sharing it, it'll just be all the photographs. But this will probably go in the auction as well. And then wait a minute. So there's one other thing. Where was it? There. And this will probably go in the auction. So this is it's boxed. I've shown these watches prior. It's by Sarah Miller or Zara Miller, not really sure. And they come in like, I think this one's like a pink box. I'm not sure. I think it's pink, and it's like all beautiful. But it's like, it's called Enchanted Garden. And it's like navy leather strap. It's really pretty. And that'll probably go in the auction as well. And then for the raffle, and there's still stuff to come because I haven't got everything here. Carla, who is absolutely lovely, she was gifted this robot. What's it called? Robot carpet cleaner, floor cleaner. I think it washes the floor as well as hoovers the floor. So robot hoover by Ultechnic, I think that's how you say the brand. They sent it to her. They gifted it to her to test it basically and do a video about it. She has tested it, so it has been used for the testing, but then she's cleaned it and put it back in the box because her dog wouldn't take kindly to it. You know what I mean?
All right.
And she said she would just kill it, and her mum was scared she'd fall over it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So she tested it out on her mum's carpet, and there's a video which I'll link as well at the time that she's done, so anyone can go and see. But this will be in the raffle, and then there's a nudie knits book. I mean, who doesn't want a nudie knits book?
Well, exactly.
You wanted a nudie knits book, didn't you?
I did. Yeah. Well, I was going to knit myself a warmer, but let's leave that there. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, but there's like, I don't know how many. Well, although there it's got 20 knitting patterns, but I'm sure you can make all these people and things. I can't remember, so I haven't got it to hand. But again, I should have it to hand when I do a video about it in full and try and show as much as I can, and then put the links in and everything that's needed so that people can, because there will be an auction with a few things in, but the majority will be in the raffle because I think it just gives everybody a chance that way. You know what I mean?
Do you know, thinking about it, I actually know somebody for that. They would be really
good.
Yeah. With Sarah, my friend in Scotland, her mum, she knits and she's got a good sense of humour. I think she loves it.
Yeah, she would like that. Well, if you
never know. Yeah.
Because it'll be like buy some numbers kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's probably what I'll do. Because that seems like the easiest way to do these things now.
Yeah.
Right, they're a really talented pair, Jasmine, aren't they? Yes, robot washer vacuum. That's about it, Kath. Yeah. Yes, there'll be an option just to donate. There'll be many things where it'll be shared. You don't have to, you don't have to buy numbers for the raffle. You don't have to do any of that. There's the option just to donate, obviously, and there'll still be the calendars as well. But this was also made by Dodo. I have actually got the same one. She made one for me, and she made one for the raffle, and it's got, and I don't know if you can see the words, but it's got strength, believe, I think that one says friend, fight, peace, love, conquer, and then the other side which says cherish, family, faith, cure, support, and courage. And it's absolutely beautifully made, really is beautifully made. So that'll be in the raffle.
So who did you say made that lady? Sorry.
Dodo made it.
Oh, right.
So the same lady who made Peter Rabbit.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, because she made it for me being in the wheelchair when she made mine. So ideal for that, Kath. Ideal for being in a scooter or or whatever.
I agree with Kath. That's lovely.
It is. It's stunning, and I don't have photographs of them, but Carly's mum has made 2 more blankets as well. She wanted to make some for this, so which is amazing. I assume it'd be like the crocheted squares, like she's done before. So that gives you a bit more, because this is on the back of a 2-seater sofa, and that shows you a little bit how big it is in full, kind of thing. But it's really thick as well. So yeah. But I'll have like photos to come from Carla, which will have the ones that her mum has done, which I'll obviously add into this as well. Then I've got this jigsaw, which is of a deer and a deer's baby, and like it's so pretty. It's got like flowers and fruit and birds and everything in the antlers. So I assume it'll have to be dad. It would have to be its dad, wouldn't it? Really, its dad and the baby, maybe.
That's one of those that I think would look good made in a frame.
Yeah, it's got like fruit and there's a butterfly. Looks like a crow, doesn't it, there? And then there's like some sort of bluebird here, maybe kingfisher or something. There's another one flying over there. Butterfly there, butterfly. And it's just really pretty. And then down here, obviously, it's just got I assume that's its baby and the dad. But
was it dear to buy? Oh dear.
Bum.
I did grow as well, you know.
It was so expensive. It was extortionate.
Yeah.
I want Livingston in still. Oh, thank you, Neil. Yes, you can. That would be great. If it's okay, if you do want to donate something, if it's okay, could you like do it via send me photographs and then you send it on to the winner, if that's okay, rather than it come to me, because I've got quite a few things here already to send out, and like I have to rely on a kid to help us anyway, which is like, you know. But that would be amazing if you could do it that way, Neil. That would be even better. But yeah, that would be cool. Thank you. Sarah says, "What a bad joke, Ian." Doe.
Well, you know.
Doe.
Hey.
The female.
Hey.
All right. So that's just it. This is just a little mini bag, but it's full of chocolate. I mean, you can't see it because it's not in there yet, because I've just eaten it. So we'll wait. But it will be full of chocolate. It'll all be chocolate. And that is one of the mini bags. And then this mini bag, which is full of, there's 30, wait a minute, yeah, 30 face masks, hand masks, feet masks, hair masks. That's what they are inside. And they're all inside this little leopard print mini backpack with the 30 things included. It's slightly pink in real life, this backpack. I don't think it's shown in there, but it's got a slight pink. I hope that's all right, Neil, but I mean, I'd happily cover the postage. It just means if it saves coming to me and then going to you, and then
yeah, it's just a lot.
Yeah, saves you sending to me and then me sending it out to someone else. Yeah.
It makes sense.
Okay. So look, there's pictures that I did. So these are 2 canvases.
Oh yeah.
So there is 2 robins on that one, a female sparrow and a male sparrow. A mandarin duck, a heron, and a bee. So there's like, I can't remember how big these are. They're not huge, but they're just like
A4 were they? Are they A4?
Yeah, maybe year 4, maybe slightly
Hmm.
bigger, but not massively.
Hmm.
Could
we scroll down and see the bee, please? It's my favourite picture.
Yeah, so there'll be these two. They look better in person than these pictures are given, but yeah. Anyway, there's the bee, mandarin duck, and the heron. But there's 2 canvases, which will be one of the prizes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to email me? I'll email your details. Fab. Thank you, Neil. I had to like read that 33 times there. My brain's just like mush. These big girls really do cry at gmail.com. I thought I could type that in, can't I?
Yeah.
Big girls really. Well, I have to put a space because you know what thingy is like.
We have to put a space. Sorry.
No, because I'll put a space between the at and the Gmail because won't it block it?
I don't know, to be honest.
But there isn't a space, but I put one just in case they blocked it. Hopefully it doesn't. Let us know if you can see it anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jasmine. Right, we did Peter Rabbit. Oh, right, this is another jigsaw. This is a Ravensburger one. Ravensburger? Yeah. It shouldn't happen to a gardener, and this looks quite intense.
Again, I quite like that for somebody else, actually.
Again, thousand piece jigsaw. It's sealed, as was the other one. And again, it'll be sent to whoever.
Can I just respond to Jasmine in the chat who says she loves the birds and the bees? She loves the birds and the bees, and I think we've established that in the fact that she's had 2 kids. You know, I think that, that was fairly important. That she loved the birds and the bees. She had 2 kids. Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty easy to remember. Thank you. Right, so this is the other bag. Inside of this is stationery stuff. I need to actually, what's it called?
I don't know. You're going to have to help
me. Redo photos of these when I've actually got all of it in the bag, because I only had half of the stuff in it, because it's in the bottom of this thing over here, and I wasn't able to get it myself, so because the wheel kept falling off on me. So that's a different story. But once it's all there, again, like I said, when I show it all in the video, I'll try and have everything in it so that you can see. But yeah, this will have stationery in. It's got there's a clipboard in there. I know there's at least probably about 4 notepads because I'm a bit obsessed with notepads. There's some cards. Yeah, there's a few different things. Yeah, it would take me into retirement and all.
To be fair, I'm just as bad for pads as you are, to be honest.
Right, so I've shown that. Where am I? Right, I'm here. So the lovely Antoinette, she has donated this Percy Pig gift set. So that was very kind of her. I think this is like a letterbox one, so it just comes through your letterbox kind of thing. But I've never tried Percy Pig, but I know it's like a Marks and Spencer's thing, isn't it? I think a lot of people. Yeah, like a lot of people like Marks and Spencer. Well, their stuff does taste nice, doesn't it? Yeah. And she's also donated this vegan gift set as well. So this is a vegan gift set, again from Marks and Spencer's. I think there's like some chocolate, I should have probably put a note down. I think that's a bottle of wine and a few other bits, but what I might do is write down what they are, what's in them exactly. You know what I mean? I mean, it's seeing the picture, but it doesn't exactly explain what they are. If that makes sense. There's something there, something there, something there, something there, and something there, and a bottle of wine. Ta-da! Does that work? And then there's these earrings, which are Radley ones. They're the dog ones. Sorry, just.
All right.
So Kath messaged us saying someone could make one of these benches, but I don't know who she means. What do you mean for like to donate, Kath? It's like a squirrel, like for squirrels and stuff, so they can feed off it. It's like a little bench thing, which is cool.
All right.
And
Yeah.
Donate stationery lucky bag too. It used to be your side hustle. Oh, cool. Well, again, like the same with Neil. Kath, if you could email us or message us here as you have, and then just send photographs and any other details that I need. And is it okay again for you to send it on to the winner? So what I'll do is I'll just like, you know, when the raffle comes up, I'll give you the email of the person who wins, or if you want to give me your email, I'll pass that on to the person who wins, or vice versa. But I'll obviously get in touch with it for the details and stuff.
By the sounds of it, me and Mr. Kath will get on if he makes stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Kath. That's fab. Sarah says, "Is it a Where's Wally version of vegan products?" Yeah. Let's see. Some of this, some of that.
Yeah.
There you go. Bottle of wine. There's
Yeah.
Wally.
It's all fondue set. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you, Kath. Right. And then there's a Radley watch as well. So this is I did donate this to Richard. If anyone saw, and Elaine D won it, and she paid the money and everything, and then she sent me a message and said, I would like to put it back in, donate it back into your raffle. So that was really nice of her.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you to Elaine. So as I said, she won this on Night's Life's auction, paid for it and everything, and then messaged me to say to put it back in. So that's fantastic. Yeah, I will show Ian the bench as well. No worries.
Thanks, Kath.
Right, so that one's going into the auction, as I said, and this one will be in the raffle. So this is another Sarah Miller Enchanted Garden watch, but this has got a rose gold, it's like mesh. I'm trying to think of what you call it. Strap. Yeah. It's very pretty. Again, and the boxes are beautiful for these.
Sorry to interrupt. Let's go to powder my nose. It won't be a moment.
No worries. So that's all I've got pictures of. I'll show Ian it when he comes back. My sister. Right, I'll just come back. My sister has made, like, she does these memory box things, and she made me one with my name on. But what she's done is she's made one and it's got like memories on. So it's just like a wooden box, and she decoupage. Is it decoupage? Is them? I think that's the right word. Decoupage. Yeah. So she does that to them, and then it has memories on. So that'll be one of the prizes. Susan, who is Bad Wolf, has kindly offered to donate a gift voucher. And I think it's going to be to a place of where the person what's the word? My brain's just like not in. So she's going to give them a voucher of their choice type of thing, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. So there's still some like fine lines to do there. And then Sharon, who's just Sharon on here, Sharon Mize, she is donating some crochet sets, 2 little crochet sets, and then also something else, but I can't remember what the something else is. But yeah, that's, you know, it'd be pretty cool. And hopefully, you know, if everyone buys some tickets and then, numbers, because that'll be how it works. We'll just give numbers to be like £1 a number. And then it doesn't matter, you know, what you can afford. Everyone can take part type of thing. And if you don't want to take part, but you still want to donate, you still can. That's fine. But all the details will come up soon. I just wanted to do a bit of an update just so that like everyone knew. Yeah, a store. That's correct. That's what I meant. But yeah, it'll be really good. And as I said, I'll send out the details for it hopefully in the next couple of weeks fully. That I think, I mean, I'm not sure what the etiquette is, you know, when you're doing these kind of things. Like, I mean, obviously I'm not going to sell tickets a year before, but I'm like, is 6 weeks too long before? Should I wait a month? Should I just leave it for a month, sell them a month before? Is that too long? You know, but then I kind of think, well, surely that's the more people who get to see it, the better, innit? Or is it? I don't know. But yeah. And I'm not really sure when to do this either, because I think the more advertisement, the better, really. Do you think 6 weeks is good? Yeah. I think 6 weeks is, what's the date today? So if it's need time, I think, to get the most tickets sold. One sounds good. You do 8 weeks at work. I think 6 weeks is too long, but don't know when is best. Maybe 3 weeks before, or 6 weeks. Well, I don't know, because I kind of think if I did it in the 6 weeks, so like if I started it off in so it's about 2 weeks away roughly, right? So like mid-September, say, and that gives like 6 weeks till when it's going to be drawn. If I do that, then I can do like an update, sort of a couple of weeks beforehand, you know, before the whole thing. And plus, there's going to be various platforms I can share on. So obviously I have YouTube, and then I understand it will lose a bit of steam, I think, because I think it was the same with my calendars, like, and I really appreciate it, obviously, but people, obviously people all bought them initially, and I've sold like over half of them, which is amazing. But now, you know, we're getting closer to the thing, and obviously the selling of them is slowed right down. But I'm hoping in the build up to I'm hoping that in the build up to this, then I'm hoping that in the build up to this, it'll start them off again. Plus, because we are getting nearer the end of the year now, and then maybe people might think, oh well, you know, to give them for a present or something. But actually, what I did forget is there's a calendar and a set of the cards as one of the prizes. So the last the last set of each cards and one and the last calendar will be in there. But yeah. So basically, you said 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
Hello.
That worked then. But I think I'll get it together and just do it as quick as I can, probably. Hello, Ian. Are you back now?
Yes. Can I just say thank you to Kath for sending me her pictures? It's just to clarify that it's not pictures that anybody else hasn't seen, and yeah, they're ace. I used to make a very similar thing. I used to do ones that hook over the fence as well, but yeah, they're great. They're great, and the squirrel's cute as well.
Yeah.
But going back to what you were saying about the calendars, I think it did peter off and slow off, but
which is understandable. Because, to be fair, when I first put them up to sell, like right back in March or end of February or whatever it was, right? I'm never in a million years that believed that I would sell half of them already. To be honest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like never in a million years, because I kind of thought, oh, it'll, but I'll get the odd few sales as we go along, and then that would be what it was. But yeah, hopefully that'll happen. Yeah, for 2022, Jasmine. If you bear us 1 second, and I'll show you. Just 1 second here, and I'll be back.
Quite right. Oh, maybe I should look at the chat, see what's going on. Yes, they are 22 calendars. The squirrel is it in the prize? Oh, I don't want it then. Yeah, it's not in the prize. I don't want it. Who else have we got? Start plugging them again. Yeah, absolutely. And I think people will buy them as well for gifts for Christmas. Because sometimes people are difficult to buy for, and it's a nice gift, isn't it? Really. I've actually bought 2 as gifts this year.
Right.
Yeah, they will be nice.
There it is.
You're not turning. Oh, hang on. You might have turned your screen. I'm on.
I have. It's calendar 2022. That's a picture of Roker Park with the 2 swans in the air and the ducks in the water. It's in Aid of Mind, which is in the corner there, and it's obviously by me. And first picture is a duck.
Right.
Yes. So it's January 2022.
God, it sounds weird saying that, doesn't it, sometimes?
I know there's like quotes.
Quotes?
Quotes on the bottom.
Is it a North Face quote, or is it a CNA quote?
So that one underneath there, the picture's called Wake Me Up in Spring. But the quote on the bottom is, the best things in life aren't things. And then we'll just randomly pick another one. That's a swan. This is for April. The quote is, the name of the picture is Out of the Darkness into the Light, even though it looks like it's the other way, technically. And the quote at the bottom is The Wonder of You, which actually is more of a song, but my mum was born in April, and The Wonder of You is a Elvis Presley song, and I wanted to make reference to my mum and dad, because obviously I lost them both at the end of last year. And then June is a heron, and the name of the picture is Reflections. And then
June looks different on a profile picture than she does on that, I must admit.
Yeah, she does, doesn't she? The quote is, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. That again is a song. That's a reference of my dad. But obviously no one else would know that. I only know that because I'm telling you about And then when you go all the way to December,
That's a lovely month, that month. Lovely month.
you've got the male mallard. The female started it. The male one is here. And it's called the Mindful Mallard. That's the name of the picture. And the bit at the bottom says, with special thanks to my family and friends, the YouTube and reselling community, and everyone who contributed to the making of this calendar. That's what it says at the bottom there.
Excellent.
Yeah, and so I've been selling them for £10.
Which includes postage.
Includes postage, and half of the money basically goes to Mind, pretty much. But I'll have a total at the end, obviously, that you would, wouldn't you? Have a total at the end.
Oh, yeah. In a word, yeah.
Thank you, Neil. I'll have a look. But yeah, so there's that. That's the price. Obviously I've still got some of them that can be bought. And then I did some of my photos onto cards, and these are the last of these because I haven't got any more of the photo cards left. So there's 5 kind of view cards. One of them's a flower, actually. So then there's the trees, that one of the beach with the bench, that one of the daffodil with the water drops on, that one of Mulberry Park, which means nothing to anyone but me, and that one of the sunset where I caught the sun sort of right in the middle of the tree thing. So these are all blank inside and come with envelopes, so you could send them for, you know, emergency birthday card, thank you card, thinking of you card, whatever. And then there's some bird ones as well, which is the robin, which I think looks Christmassy actually. This one of the swan, which is one of my favourite swan pictures, I think. This one of the mallard. This one of the blue tit.
Oh, hey.
And that one of the dunnock. So yeah, so them with the calendar will be one of the prizes. But Jasmine, I can if you message us on Instagram, because I think you've still got me on Instagram. I can give you the details of where to get one. Essentially, the best way probably is just to send it me directly through PayPal, because then there's no charges really. However, I do have a link somewhere that allows you to pair it. Otherwise, and then I'm forgetting what it is. Mike Dando did it for us.
Do you know what? I was literally just looking through my thing because I'm showing my list. I've got that somewhere.
Yeah, you probably have, but then it charges 59p. But I mean, obviously,
yeah.
When big girls really do cry, Neil. Same name. Big girls really do cry.
Isn't that the website address? Big, you know, when it did a link for it, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's obvious. Me, I'm just obvious. He said, "Is it obvious?" Yeah, I'm obvious. I don't know. I don't know if it'll let us put it in if I went and did that. But yeah, it's be cool. Flick my fringe. Wait a minute, I'll have a look, see if I can. I don't normally, when I do the lives, I don't usually put all the details in the bottom, which I should. I always forget when I do the lives, I just do it. Whereas with everything else, I copy and paste the same thing, which has like my details. Oh, I've got a follow request or something. I'm guessing you're Neil T. Neil T. But yeah. Cherry has an idea for the timing. It needs to be long enough to be sure it includes a payday, but not long enough. But not long gets boring. 5 weeks seems like the best to her. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Oops.
Will that include 2 paydays though? Because that's ideal, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Because you might go, I can't afford it right now because I've got this bill, that bill, whatever. But then I'm noted down for your next pay. You know what I mean? So 2 paydays are probably ideal. Which 5 weeks would include, I suppose. That does, doesn't it? I need to work out what day I'm actually doing this on, actually. That'll help. I don't know whether to do it right at the end. So you know how I would normally do Chatty Tuesday? And I normally have the banish bin just before Chatty Tuesday. So I suppose that way it would, yeah. Yeah, if I do it on the Tuesday after, is that too far? I don't know.
I don't either.
Because obviously there's going to be, well, I guess, then again, because I did debate about doing it on the Thursday after the movie chats thing. But then that's quite late on. Well, and then I thought about like afternoon, Sunday afternoon or Saturday afternoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Trouble to catch 22 it because Saturday afternoon sometimes people are on with stuff and family and all the rest of it. But Sunday afternoon, I think sometimes people can be chilling and
Yeah. I might do. Yeah, I might do it on the Sunday then on the afternoon. I need to like obviously speak with Nick and Andrea and stuff. I know that there'll be a live on Nick and Andrea's. I know that on the Sunday night, and then what I could do is I could go live after that, but for like the wind down bit, which I normally would have done on the Saturday night, and I might have a couple of drinks then rather than on the Saturday night instead. Because if we do the auction on Saturday and then Lex is live, thing, I don't know. I'll get there. Yeah. Hopefully it won't be too late, Jilly. But what I'm going to suggest is that everybody gives me like, if they want to, they can put 3, because my thought is to do it, and it probably means it'll take slightly longer, right? Right, I'll explain this and see if you know what I mean.
Can I just interrupt you? I'm on your I'm on what I think is your blog page. It's a WordPress page.
Oh God, that's old. Aye.
Purple and white. It's not going to be on there. I'm looking for this address that Mike's done, but I can't.
Oh no, it'll not be on there because I haven't wrote on that for like Christ.
A while. Okay.
I think I did write in it when I first started this. I think it was around the Christmas, so it'll be coming up to a couple of years ago when I last wrote on it. I was getting into doing this, didn't I? So I stopped it. Find someone with tens of thousands of YouTube subscribers and promote it there. Yeah, that would be cool, definitely. And hopefully, like usually the majority of the YouTube and the reseller community sort of I'll get together and I'll promote and everything. So that'll be cool. And I mean, last year, obviously, I didn't expect to raise the money I raised for dementia, but with everyone's help, it was amazing because it's not something I could have done. And it's the same with this. And although, there'll be entertainment, I'll be doing run reseller run, there'll be loads of different things, quizzes and things like that, as well as just, dancing and singing and being stupid, as usual. And the Spice Girls, obviously, it'll be a lot of fun. Do you know what I mean? And that's the main thing, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Brings everyone together, and we'll raise a lot of money for Mind. And can I argue with that? It'll be good.
Indeed. No, I can't find it.
Yeah, and hopefully I can just speak to and send the link.
Anyway, you find it is going back to probably when you launched.
Yeah, there is a video out there, isn't there, with the calendars?
Yeah.
So,
it might have been one of your videos I missed.
Yeah.
Do you mean yeah?
Like all of them then.
That's not fair.
Well,
I'm here for most of your lives unless I'm away, aren't I?
Yeah.
And it's the second time this week we've had a live on our own. I mean, I appreciate him was here, but
I know. It's like the good old days, isn't it?
Yeah, and the good old days, like in the beginning. In the beginning. Makes it sound like.
In
the beginning, yeah.
There was just two people.
Live on the internet.
Aye. Oh God, pump up the jam, reload duet, perhaps. Jeez.
Pump up the jam.
That was a while ago, wasn't it?
Maybe Tuesdays. I'm looking for your playlists now.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be in the playlist. It'll be the calendar thing, which was, I'm sure, is it like February or March this year? So.
It'll be a while back, won't it?
Oh, Neil stood on a frog. No, he didn't stand on a frog. He stood on a slug. I made that a lot more dramatic. But he had socks on, right? When I stood on a slug, I didn't have anything on my feet. I was minging. Mind you, it still comes through your socks, doesn't it? Like
yeah,
slug.
Not good, is it? Yeah. What month are we in now?
I had a look at my email, Neil, and I couldn't find anything. And I've looked in the spam and there's nothing there. Yeah, we're in the 9th month.
9th month. Productivity? No, positivity even. Positivity plan. B&M shopping haul. That strange ginger woman on your banished bin.
Isn't it just a calendar thing? You check your spelling. I did put a space in it, I think. Unless I spelled it wrong myself. Wouldn't surprise me. I'm in done.
This is me not getting involved face in case you're curious. There's some guy from Hitchkin. And
Yeah, I just put a space in it. There's some guy from Hitchkin.
yeah, some guy from Hitchkin been on the channel.
Aye. Hitchkin.
Dementia UK was last year. So
I've done just a few videos, Anna.
Yeah. God, you're on the bloody you're on the tubes more than the adverts are.
I don't make as much as them. Oh, I found it. God, you slow, you.
Well, it might not be in the list that I'm looking at.
I just went in the main thing with the videos.
Well, that's what I'm in. Videos. I'm on 7 months ago. But next every Tuesday, Tesco, Poundland.
It was on the 23rd of February that I put it out. Can you believe someone thumbed down it? How rude.
Yeah.
Very rude.
I mean, I can't even see it, so it doesn't give me a date. It just gives how many months ago.
It only gives us the date when I go on it. You know what I mean?
What you won't say what it's like.
I've copied and pasted the link.
To me?
No, to the thing. Actually, I've never even checked that it still works. That's good, isn't it? Let's see if that works. Yeah, it does. Still works. Lanie's annual fundraising. This year I'm going to be fundraising an aid of mind. And it's just got charity calendar, donate. And then if you click donate, it has £10 already filled in. It's yeah, I just clicked it as well. It does. Thanks, Chili. But I was trying to make sure that I kept these separate because I knew they were going to be the prize, right? And then I thought, oh, it's got like a peely tape thing here, so I'll just write on there prize, right? And then I realised I can't spell because I didn't put blink an eye in it, so it was PRZE, and I was like, you goon! It's a good job I'm pulling it off and no one can see. Isn't it?
There's an answer to that, but I'm not going there.
Probably because it'll be rude. Is a lion though?
No, but that's not the point. Just rude. Just, you know. I just come in here and get abused. Same time next week. Booger. It wasn't my thumb that tickled your bum, it was my finger. Magic.
Oh wow, Neil, I've just gotten your message. Thank you. That's amazing. Them cameras are really cool. So it's a professionally restored and refurbished Olympus trip camera in any colour. Although it shows green, red, blue, and yellow. But the winner can choose which colour they want.
Cool.
That's really cool. Yeah. I was going to say they look flashy. That's so bad a pun, isn't it?
Oh, God.
Not as bad as your puns.
Yeah, right, fair enough. I mean, nobody's
deer.
Yeah.
And it was. Yeah, I'll share a picture. I assume that Neil would be fine with that. Hi, Mel. How are you?
Oh, God, who let her in?
She's allowed in before you, man. Shush.
Oh, before me. Oh, right. I see how it is. Right. Whatever.
Whatever, Trevor.
Whatever.
Right, I need to share the screen, don't I? Where am I? Yeah.
Sunderland.
Am I in Sunderland? That's the point. I've got so many things open on here, it's ridiculous.
No, I've just closed them up.
Alright. So there you go. That is it. So it'll either be in this colour, in blue, red and yellow. So I'm guessing all the colours he sent is the possibility of the colour that it is. But that's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
See why I said it was flashy? Flashy. I'm so hilarious.
Oh, God. Right,
What?
don't milk it. You've had your laugh. Let's move on.
Oh, any colour you like. How do you make them like literally any colour? Purple would be cool, wouldn't it? Oh, I might have to win that in purple.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look too heavy or anything, like for me.
What other things do you do, Neil, if you don't mind me asking?
I'll be back in 2 seconds because I need to get my wire and I need a comfort break, as it were.
Oh, a comfort break, oh.
Aye.
Okay.
2 seconds.
Well, Kath, will you stop putting my name in the chat, please? Thank you. Gorgeous. Good evening, Mel. Hope you're well. The weather's better in Australia than it is over here. Yeah, we've been talking about the charity event that Lainey's got coming up in October. Well, Halloween into Halloween week. Talking about the prizes and the raffles and the calendars and the cards and the things people will be doing on their channels. Yeah, all sorts of stuff going on. It will be a giggle, I'm sure. I'm sure you will get volunteer for something at some point, Mel. Something on your channel, possibly. I sell cameras and photography gear on the eBay. Oh. Sounds flash to me. No, sorry. All right, okay. Is it like the modern stuff or a mixture of the old and new, or? Oh, Sarah, don't worry. She'll be back in a minute. She doesn't bite. Sarah, can you ask me a question? You can ask. I'm not saying you'll get an answer, but you can ask. Have I got the perfect face for radio? Yes. That's the question. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, Mel. It should be a good week. There's all sorts of people doing different things, and like a lot of the reseller events, there's all sorts of people doing different things. Nick's obviously getting involved with Angier and Lex and Carla and all the usual faces. But most of the film stuff in use digital too. All right, okay.
It's back.
I'm back. Lainey's back. Back again. Back again. Back again.
I plugged in and I'm started now.
Right. You or the laptop?
Both.
All right, okay.
So Neil sells cameras and photography gear on the eBay.
Can I just interrupt you?
Do you take photographs, Neil, as well? Go on, sorry.
Just to interrupt and say, you got a special hello from Sandra H. If you want to say hello, she's first time she's brave enough to say hello.
Oh, hi. Just as I'm brave enough to say my very first hello on it. Oh, I'm sorry, Sandra. I didn't. It was like not intentional, honestly. And I can just say that you have a lovely name, Sandra, because my auntie was called Sandra, and she was fab as well. See, is that okay? But yeah, welcome. We don't bite. Well, maybe Ian does after 5 in the morning, but something. I don't know.
Rude.
Truthful.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's a difficult one, Sarah. I would, from the past, I would always call it a maiden. Although people call them errors and different things, but yeah, it would be a maiden for me. Which I think probably
golden item that you dry wet clothes on.
Yeah, it folds up. You used to put them in front of the. I mean, we used to. I mean, we used to put them in front of the coal fire.
It's a closers.
No, it's a maiden.
It's a closers.
Maiden.
A maiden is the one who gets the milk from the cows with the big piece of wood.
You can't say clothes horse.
Closers? Closers?
Clothes horse. Clothes horse.
It's a clothes horse.
You want to close horse?
Are you just taking the mick out of my accent again here?
Yeah. Just to slightly correct Sarah, I'm not actually from Manchester. I was actually born there.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Sandra because she knows already. Hi, lovely people, and Ian.
Do you know, she's been here 5 minutes, you know what I mean?
But it's like, yeah, that's the right thing. That's the right thing. Yeah, see? Mel, close horse. But I can't say close horse. I have to say close horse.
Excuse me. They don't even have mushy peas in the fish. Don't even start me with that. Bloody Australian.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Bloody no mushy peas with your fish. It's criminal. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I was born in Lincolnshire originally. I have lived in, well, technically it wasn't Manchester, it was Cheshire, but let's not split hairs. But I've lived in Yorkshire and Lincolnshire and Cheshire and Lancashire and even Germany at one point for 6 months. So
I thought it was going to be like a run of shires and shires. And then you went, and even Germany, it didn't, Germany shire.
Didn't quite, yeah, Germany shire. It doesn't have quite that ring to it, does it?
Does that work, does it?
No. But yeah, I think from grandparents and my parents, it was always a maiden. I've heard of close horse, obviously.
A maiden is an unmarried woman in medieval times, but maybe what they used to do is because she had no bloke to look after, they just stand her. Yeah, they'd stand her in the corner and lie the clothes over her until they dried.
Mm.
Maybe they didn't. I don't know.
Well, like Maid Marian or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Mm. The clothes maiden is a rack on which you dry your clothes. Mm.
Is that them ones what you hoist up in the ceiling or something, or is them just for pants?
Because apparently an era is well, let me get this right. An era is supposed to be flat, whereas a maiden is supposed to open out and stand. Does that make any sense? Probably not, but you know.
But I just remember we had a wooden one.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, I don't even know what the shape is.
Hmm. Yeah.
It was like that, and then when you unhooked the little two hook things off the sides, it went flat completely.
my dad adapted a wooden one, so that it would stand at the side of a bed and stop me falling out of bed as a kid. 2 pieces of wood going under the bed, and then obviously you've got to put extra lats in the thing to stop you falling out.
Oh,
But
I see that.
or stop me getting out. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. My friend and Laney's friend Jane had one of those that were on the ceiling, and they're quite expert, to buy them now. I mean the proper original ones. I don't mean the cheapy plastic ones that you can get nowadays. But the proper wooden ones that you used to buy, they're expensive to buy now. I don't, Sandra. No. I have a dryer. Well, kind of. I have a dryer. I just tend to bung them in there, really.
I've got like one of them fully out closers ones, like the 3 fully out bits. I've got one of them.
Whereabouts in Manchester, Sarah? Just out of pure nosiness.
But I used to have do you remember when you had a fire guard?
Yeah.
And my mum used to dry everything on there.
Yeah.
But that was back when the fires there were before the coal, after the coal fire type of thing, because that would have just stunk everything. But when we had the first sort of gas fitted fire, and they were honestly, you could warm the room up in 5 minutes. It was that full on. But now put them blow air things.
You say that we didn't have I was it secondary school? I was at the end of primary school or the beginning of secondary school before we had the gas fire.
Yeah.
We had coal up until then. Yeah. I love the coal fire, but it's just all the mess and
My nana had a coal fire, but I don't recall us having one when I was young. But my nana had one, my granddad had one, and I just always remember the fire guard and the little fire guard things that they used to put in front, and then stoke the fire up.
Yeah, Warrington technically is classed as Cheshire. It's one of those strange ones. It's kind of on the border. It's a bit of a funny one, but most people say Manchester because obviously because you say you live in you say to people live in Cheshire, they instantly assume you live next to a footballer, which
Yeah.
Adam across the road from us used to play Sunday League every now and again, but that's probably about as much as it got, really. I don't mean Sunderland, I mean another Sunday League team.
Sure, rude. Neil says everything goes in the tumble dryer. Can't be doing with the clothes on display in the garden around the house. What I'm wondering is what his clothes are.
Well, yeah, there is
display in the garden around the house.
So that takes me back to a memory of when we well, that was in South Manchester actually, when we lived in a house, and one of our old neighbours, bless him, he used to hang all his clothes, and I know that may sound bizarre to say, but I'm just trying to paint a picture without painting too much of a picture. He put all his clothes on the line outside, no matter what state they were in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll leave that conversation there.
Okay.
Yeah. There are just some things that sometimes they get to a certain time in their life when you should bin them, and he just kept hold of them and kept on. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Are you in Lancashire? Are you? I mean, you know, they can't play cricket, but you know, let's move on from that. So where roughly are you then, Kath, in Lancashire? Talking of Lancashire, I don't know whether you might be a bit young, Lainey. But,
Yeah. I just went, yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't know what I'm talking about, but she's saying yeah.
It doesn't matter what you're talking about, yeah, but I'll just say yeah.
One of my dad's best friends, and you know what it's like when you're a kid, you know, somebody came around to your house and borrowed a few tools off your dad, who was your uncle, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, somebody came round and borrowed some Tupperware off your mum, she was your auntie, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I had a technically, you know, celebrity uncle, but celebrity in the old school sense of the phrase.
Yeah.
And that was Fred Didner. We had an Uncle Fred, went to his house many times. As kids, yeah. And yeah, it's funny, I wasn't like, you know, when you're a kid, it's like, yeah, you know, just a little steam engine. And as I got older, I've actually appreciated it more. But he had a narrowboat, the front of a narrowboat in the back of his garden. And somebody painted him a tunnel on the wall. And then he got this front of this narrowboat, stuck it on as if it was coming out of the tunnel. It was ace. You know, when you're a kid, you like stuff like that, don't you? I mean, I was 23 at the time. No, I'm joking.
No, you weren't. You weren't joking.
Yeah. Oh, right, Kath. Yeah. I know roughly where you are, yeah. Yes, Jasmine, the engineer, yeah. Yeah, Fred, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my dad, we used to go up to, there was a big steam railway restoration place at Bury in Manchester. And, you know, my dad would often go up there. Not that he was, you know, repairing or, you know, anything like that with a steam engine, but just to go up there. It was just like but that was sound sexist. It was the blokey thing to do then, wasn't it? You know, and go to, you know, take me up to the museums and all that stuff. But, yeah, steamrollers, yeah. Yeah. But, and not the chimneys down. Do you know, I actually would have loved to have gone to something like that. I never did. For fairly obvious reasons. I really don't suppose you want kids running around with you knocking chimneys down, but yeah. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen him taking a chimney down. In the old school way, rather than the fancy way they do it now. But
Fred's widow is a bit young, isn't she? Just looking at that. I googled him because I wasn't sure. I kind of thought, is he the guy with the glasses? And I was like, the guys with the glasses is there? So then I kind of like, well, I'll have a look.
And his cap on. It was always covered in soot. Yeah. So either soot from a steam engine or soot from a chimney knocked down or soot from something. It was all, you know. In fact, I think he was held together with soot, to be honest. Did you say there what year he died, Lainey?
Yeah, 2004.
Oh, it was a year out. Okay. Yeah.
Sheila Grundy.
Yeah, no relation to Solomon.
Yeah. Doesn't say how old she is, but.
But yeah, I remember that narrowboat in his back garden like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't into. So I was just reading what Catherine and Sarah are saying. I wasn't into train spotting. I mean, I like steam trains, you know, but it didn't move on from that really. But
I do vaguely remember him. Like when I looked at him, I was like, yeah, I vaguely remember you, but like not majorly. I'm just scrolling back to like, and then talking about gimp suits that I see.
I mean, to be honest, as we got older, we sort of lost, because my dad died in '94, So of course, the link to going up and seeing him really had gone there. I mean, we've gone up a couple of times since, with my mum and stuff, but we can't. After Dad died, we didn't really go up there, to be honest. And kind of life gets in the way, doesn't it, and all that. But
we had like mum and dad, like mum and dad's friends, like my auntie Jean and my uncle Ray, who were like no relation, but we called them Auntie Jean and Uncle Ray, as she said. And then my auntie Carrie and my uncle Billy, who were actually my nana's cousins, but we called them auntie and uncle because they were like older. It's just what you did in it. And then my uncle Davy, who was my uncle Ernie, who's actually my uncle, his mate, we called him Uncle Davy. It's weird, isn't it, how you do that?
Yeah.
Because it's not. I mean, kids barely, like nieces and nephews and that, barely call aunties and uncles now. It's just usually their first name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad.
Can I say then? You mentioned something and it triggered my mind about something. I can't know what it was now.
Oh, and then I mentioned something else and untriggered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's what you were saying about aunties and uncles, and I can't think what it was.
I don't know.
Me neither. I mean, my favorite auntie was actually not my auntie. Was my auntie Gwen. I absolutely love my auntie Gwen to bits. I'd have walked over hot coals for my auntie Gwen. She was just a lovely. Everybody liked auntie Gwen. She was like, I don't know how to describe her really. Personality-wise, she was just lovely, really. And I'm sure everybody's got that auntie, but she she had a little mischievous side. I mean, I'd never forget my dad coming back from work and the auntie Gwen and me having a flower fight in the back garden, and it looked like it had snowed. I mean, that's just look of, oh God, sort of look. But yeah, she'd have a good. I mean, she was stern with you when she needed to be, but she had a bit. I want to say a wicked streak, but it's not the right phrase really. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A playful side as well, but yeah. But she'd tuck you in and make you feel, if she was babysitting for you, not baby, but looking after you, or whatever. Yeah, she generally be something you liked, or Yeah. I remember going to school and telling my friends, that my sister got bit by a dog in Wales, and they put the dog down. Like I was surprised that they did not put my sister down. Yeah, we've been friends ever since, me and my sister, really.
Yeah. On some days, anyway.
Yeah, on the days ending in Z. No. No, it's one of them, isn't it? I mean, we've led different lives, really, and if something happens, or if either of us rang each other and said, I need help, we'd be there. You know what I mean? But we're just not big communicators, really, and which is sad in some ways, but it's just the way things have worked out, and we've she's got to 50 and I've got to 30. Before I realised it's all a bit too late, really. But
yeah.
But anyway, that's what it is.
Mel says that my kids all call their auntie and uncle as auntie and uncle. Yeah, mine did after, like when they were young, but now they don't so much. I've noticed. Although actually, David rang old Billy the other day, and he was like, "Uncle Bill," like that. So, I suppose it's what you're ringing him for.
Well, yeah, if you're trying to creep, yeah, I suppose, yeah, I see your point.
Uncle Bill, can you do us a favour? Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, and most of them still say Auntie Laney to me. Or
Yeah.
sometimes I'll get Auntie Elaine. Auntie Elaine.
I
But
know the little lad, I can't think of the little lad's name, calls you that, doesn't he?
our Evan.
Evan, that's it, yeah.
Aye, bless him.
He thinks you're lovely. I'm sure as you get older, he'll realise, but I mean, at the moment.
Yeah, true. I said I would take him out. Like, Billy was going to take Billy was going to get God, yeah, I'll speak in words in a minute.
Give it another go. Go on.
Billy was going to give him a camera, and he was
Yeah.
going to come up with me.
Oh right, yeah.
But
That'd be nice.
he was hoping to do it before they went back to school, but I don't think. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's not the name I've got for you, Mel, but we'll go with Auntie Lissy. Yeah.
Auntie Lissy.
Auntie Lissy.
Yeah, that's Uncle Billy, because I'm your favourite nephew. Actually, I do that to my brother-in-law. I go, Billy, you know that I'm your favourite sister.
Yeah. And he's sat on the end of the phone, rolling his eyes, thinking, "Oh God, what
What do you want?"
Yeah.
But I do this thing where I'll do I'll ream off a load of things so that it's all in one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just quickly ream them off.
Just going back to the names thing, I know my dad in particular, not so much my mum, but my dad was very much, when you were little, that's Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, that's Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so. You didn't call people, Mary and John or whatever, or, it was always Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. I.
And one of my best friends, Richard, they were sort of very relaxed about stuff like that. Oh, call us Chris and George. Call us. I mean, you should drive my dad that, because of course I'd come home and say, "Oh, I've been to Chris and George's." No, you've been to the, their surname, but yeah. That's the one. That's the one. I was about 5 or 6 years old, and I wandered in the back door as we did when back then. And she's breastfeeding Natalie, and I wandered in and said, "Oh my God, does George know he do that?" And believe me, years later, we're still living it down.
Yeah, as you do. As you do. It's like, Sharon, my sister, and now Laura, and I was there as well. We were on a train or something. I can't remember where we were going. And Laura must have been about 6 or 7. And she went, "Oh, look, there's the Eiffel Tower." And my sister started laughing because it was an electricity pylon. And then she went, "And look, Laura, there's another one, and there's another one, and there's another one," because you know how you see so many going along. When she was 15, Laura, and she was running late for school. She was racing out the house, and I went, "Oh, don't forget to pull the bin out with you, like, leave it at the gate kind of thing." And she was like, "All right." Anyway, she goes, and basically, she got to like the first road after our street, and when she stopped to cross it, she realised she still had hold of the bin.
Oh my God!
Yeah, she literally pulled it in the road to the end of the street. I was like, yeah, so we still take the mick out of her for that as well. As you do.
Yeah. It's like we were saying with Ian before, you think some of the things you did away from home that, if you told your mum and dad about, you'd have got, dragged around the house. Right with them anyway, but yeah, just didn't say it, did you? But
No.
Yeah. The main thing I remember of my childhood is my grand's dog, and it was a kind of, I think it was, in the loosest sense of the phrase, I think it was probably Labrador mainly, but it was a bit of a, as my mum would say, a bit of a Heinz 57 dog, and he used to still see it now. He used to get this build up speed. Somebody came to the door, build up speed, get to the door, and he kind of down the hallway, it kind of turn, physically turn over. So by the time it actually got to the door, it was on its back, legs in the air, ready for it to scratch its belly. Proper guard dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, just when it barks, like it's someone going by. Not necessarily everyone, but most people. I don't know if they've got a dog, but then he likes certain dogs. So if it's like, and he would like the dog if he was next to it, but he just acts hard. You know what I mean? But I suppose in a sense, it's a good thing because it seems like he's being protective, and I think it would put someone off. Because they think, there's like a Rottweiler in there when actually there's not. There's like, be like, hi, I'm your friend. You know what I mean? You put like that kind of thing if they were to come in the house. So. Oh, Cass said, my brother's wife insisted that I would be Cass to her kids. I don't think I've ever really forgiven her. I wanted to be an auntie. Oh. I guess some people are brought up that way, though, aren't they? So that they don't call her.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I think it is getting less and less here in generations as they go down. Although then again, like my nephews are like 10 and 6, and they both call me auntie. Is he 7 yet?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Some of my godkids call me uncle. Apart from there's only Danny, who it's an incredibly long story. A joke going back really. She occasionally calls me dad, but there's no connection. Can I just clarify that at the start? I mean, I still get a Father's Day card from her, and when she's sending cards, she'll send it to dad. But generally, it's uncle or just Ian, apart from Sienna, who's only 16 months and quite hasn't got the Ian yet. So she's working on it. She's only 16 months, so
Yeah.
She's allowed. Yeah. But yeah. So.
I think I'm going to wrap up. It's like coming up to 2:45 somehow.
Yes. Yeah.
I was like, I'll just put one for an hour. Yeah, right. 3 hours
You
later.
put on for an hour?
I know. I kind of do it. I don't know how people do.
Yeah.
It just goes by for me. It's like, and I don't feel like I've covered enough stuff.
Yeah. You haven't come on for an hour. It's a bit like Nick only having one cup in his office.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I wasn't meant to be coming on here at all tonight because I was supposedly on doing the end of the month shows.
Yeah.
And it's like
I had that in my head because that's what surprised me. Because
as
I say, I was doing stuff and I thought, I'll stick something on YouTube while I do this, and there's Lainey live.
Yeah, I said, what was it? I said something to Sharon, and I says I feel weird because I feel like it's missing. You know what I mean? And I should be You know what I mean? It should. I don't know what's the word. I should be doing this because it was like not normal, and then so I'm trying to think what else I said. Oh, yeah, so I said to Sharon, I should really do this editing and that, and then I asked if she wanted to come on, but she said she was talking to Tony, and then I thought, oh, I'll not bother coming on. I'll wait, and then I got to like 11:30, and I'm like twiddling my thumbs, thinking, I'm tired. I'm not tired, and I've sorted this, and I can't really do any more with that. So, and then I'd been like down this rabbit hole of noise cancelling headphones and stuff. You missed the beginning, so yeah. It was mad. Lainey, when I get my computer in the shed, I'll put on live with you sometimes. Yeah, that'll be fab, Mel. Definitely.
Yeah.
Look forward to you live from your shed. Live from your she shed.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. She said, yeah. Yeah, be good. Be good.
Shattered from the she shed instead of back from burnout. Change it.
Shattered from the she shed.
Shattered from the she shed. That's a mouthful, isn't it, though?
Yeah, there's danger.
I really struggled to do the she shed bit. She shells on the she floor.
There's danger of that phrasing going horribly wrong, isn't there, really?
Yeah, definitely.
Shattered from the she said, you could get into problems with that.
You are very much riveting conversation. Riveting company, Sarah, definitely. Yeah, shattered from the shed, probably be easier to say.
Shattered from the shed, yeah.
It's early this weekend, normally gone 4. That's true. That is true. T-shed.
Shed.
Shed, yeah.
Shed,
Yorkshire version.
Well,
actually, Yorkshire version is just a cardboard box with Rice Krispie curtains, but still.
You know, you can go off people.
Yeah.
Go off people.
Yeah. I know, and I keep trying, and it doesn't work.
It's like that, right? Okay, bye then. Yeah. I'd say it's been lovely, but it hasn't, so it won't. Yeah.
What's new?
I don't need to bloody talk to you and get this grief or aggravation. I could bring plenty of other people. In fact, some of them are in the chat. Yeah.
Well, but keeps you on your toes, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I think I'm a bit sadistic on the quiet. I think I just enjoy the pain and aggravation.
Yes, I think you must. But yeah, I need to go to sleep. I think it's like. Are you gonna do 3 o'clock in the morning, son? Is that how I end now? It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I guess. Well, it will be in 15 minutes anyway.
Jasper, want to go out?
Yeah, he's in pain. Can you tell?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Get me on back for the cardboard box.
Cass says, I need to sleep as I'm testing beds tomorrow and I don't accidentally fall asleep. But then you'll know it's good though, won't you? Because you're not going to fall asleep on any old bed, are you?
Hang on. I think we need to clarify that. Why is Kath testing beds? Is she not just got some random job off the internet where she's going
Yeah, she's works for Slumber Down. Is that the bed company?
Slumber Down.
Is that what they're called? I was thinking of that, and I'm like, is that the name of the brand? Is it
Slumberland? Is it? I don't know. To be honest.
Slumber something. Anyway, yeah, she's testing beds for them now. I assume she's just going out on her own accord and testing beds.
All right. Okay.
She wasn't.
Well, I hope she's taking Mr. Kath with her. I mean.
IKEA.
Scandinavian. Scandinavian.
I don't think I've ever been in an IKEA.
The meatballs are lovely. They do furniture as well, apparently.
Yeah. I don't think I've been in one, but I will. Thank you for such a lovely welcome. I'm off to bed now, but I'll be back. Good night, lovely people. Thank you, Sandra, and thank you for taking part, joining in, and staying, and wanting to come back, which is like all amazing.
And picking on me. Yeah.
Is it Sunday tomorrow?
It is.
Ooh, Sunday dinner. I can order Sunday
Oh,
dinner.
don't. Please don't.
Yeah, Sunday dinner.
You think you are Batman?
Yes, I didn't have one yesterday. Not yesterday, last week, because
You were too hungover.
I wasn't hungover. I was just a bit
delicate. Yeah, all right, okay. Yeah.
No, because I don't get hangovers. I just get tired, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't go to sleep till like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, right? It was nothing to do with 3 o'clock in the morning, that one. And Kara came at like 8, and I was like this with me one eye, and I was like, oh, I can't even get up yet. So she was like, do you want anything? And I was like, no, just to go sleep. So she came back at dinner time, and I didn't wake up till 12:15. And they didn't have any dinners left. Well, she said I could wait until I think it was like 1:30, 2, and then she would know if there was anything left. And I was like, no, I don't want to wait because I'm starving now. So, yeah.
Well, there we go.
Yes, so I'll be up in the morning because I'm going out. I'm going to the park.
Yay!
I'm braving it.
Good. Good for you.
But wheelless. I'm blaming you.
Yep, I take full responsibility.
Wheelless. I'm trying to laugh about it and stuff, but yeah.
We'll meet again. No, sorry, go on. What?
No, when it goes down the bank and comes round the corner.
That's the one.
Is that how it is?
Yeah.
But I have to do it, and
exactly.
Yeah. And the thing is I went into town with that dodgy wheel and everything, and that would have been my worst nightmare, like breaking down on the bridge or something.
And it's supposed to be nice tomorrow as well, apparently.
Well, it's not going to be sunny or anything here, but it's meant to be warmer. So I think it's going to be like 20, and it's been like 15, 16. So it's going to be a bit warmer. But it's meant to be a really nice Tuesday and Wednesday. But obviously I'll have a lot happening on Tuesday. But I might go and see the sunset on Wednesday if I can. And then I'll have some decent pictures, because all my pictures are going to be like just round the block, which I've like took loads of times.
I tell you what, just going on the subject a minute. I got a letter today to go to the hospital in Barnsley.
Okay.
It's miles away. I mean, the fact you don't want to stop your car in Barnsley, let me tell you. Yeah.
Like, how long would it take you to get there?
But it'd have to be by train. Couple of hours, I would think. I don't know. Wouldn't be a quick journey. In fact, let's have a look. I'll do it live. How about that? How exciting!
Well, to me, it's like you're in Yorkshire. That's in Yorkshire, so it can't be that bad.
No, but
that's my logic.
You watch it with half an hour now, I've said
it. Can you not request to go nearer or something? Like,
oh shit! You see, it's at least 50 minutes. But in my defence, I've also got on a bus to get into Huddersfield to get the train to Barnsley, and then how far the train station is from the hospital they need to go to in Barnsley.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's still a bit of a trek. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And they've got to be there for 10:30 in the morning.
If I was going to the hospital here, it would be 2 bus rides to get like Sunderland Royal. So I'd have to get a bus into town and then a bus from town. So that would be probably about 35 minutes, depending on buses. You know what I mean? So kinda similar. But I suppose it's crap if you've got to get bus, train,
Bus,
yeah,
bus, train, bus back.
yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
True.
Do you want to go to Barnsley?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm definitely going because it's now.
Okay, you got
It's now 6 minutes to 3 in the morning, and it looks like it's gonna be another sleepless night. It's not. It's gonna be a sleepy night because I'm tired.
I hope it's a sleepy night and a rubbish night last night.
See him. We'll have better nights tonight.
Yeah.
We'll be all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and if this phone doesn't bug off, I'm gonna smash it off the wall. I'm not really.
Ooh, let's just calm down. Calm down. Yeah.
I'm too tired to even do that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll just unplug it.
Where am I, Ian? I'm in Huddersfield. I'm from Huddersfield to Barnsley.
Anyway, good night, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Been lovely to see you. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you for the late night chat, and I shall see you. Well, I'll have a video out tomorrow for the diet word, which is pants. Didn't watch it because it's just me going, I ate loads of food, which is not really good for diet and wise. And then I'll be back on Tuesday with the Banish Bin, which is James GR Reselling, who is Night's Life sidekick. He'll be on there, and then afterwards it'll be Chatty Tuesday, and then whatever. So hi Hydron. Sorry, I'm just about to go, but hiya. And yeah, so I'll catch you all later. Be good, be careful.
Night, Melinda.
Don't take advice from Ian. Bye-bye.
Bye.